Penumbra, fuck you. Penumbra, fuck you.
Wait, have you guys not heard anything that I've been saying? Have y'all not heard a single fucking thing? Whoops. I was asking somebody to I've literally been talking for the last like 3 minutes. Whoopsies. Ruh-roh. Well, I thank you guys for the memberships. Nico for the 12 for the 10 months and Dr. D for the 12 months. And I was talking about the Discord notifications. You thought I was unpopular? I am. I'm very unpopular. My community hates me. Speaking of, hey chat. You know, I've been talking for like the last 3 minutes, talking about shit and like talking about, you know, whatnot. It's a skill issue. How's the music volume? Does music need to be louder? Yo, Cupcake, thank you for the 6 months. Bro, okay, I need to talk about this. So, what music? Is the music... You guys can hear the music. I can see it on OBS. I can see you guys can hear the music. Is everything muted? I hear the music, kinda. Is it a bit quiet? No, okay. Okay, no, I know the people in chat saying there is music are the ones I trust. Everybody else is gaslighting me and y'all suck. Anyway, so I made a community post the other day or early today or whatever about not doing super chats or memberships on this stream, and all of you've promptly ignored me. Basically, the way that Google works, sorry, this is a pre-stream rant, don't worry about it. You set up your AdSense to be in a specific country. I moved countries, therefore, well, I think things today will still go through into this month's payout, but basically, because I changed countries, I need to change the country of my AdSense, otherwise I'm getting paid into an account in a country that I no longer have a residence in, which I think counts as tax fraud. And that's bad. I'm not trying to un-British myself. I re-British myself. I've been back into Britain from Australia. So it's currently still going into my Australian bank account. I need to flip it over. But because Google makes things as literally as hard as physically fucking possible to do anything, you need to delete your AdSense account and recreate it from scratch. Which means the channel will lose monetization for as however long it takes for that to get back up. Now, I talked to our rep and they said, it should just go on pause. You guys should keep your memberships. This should just go on pause and all money should be backlogged until I reopen my AdSense. But I know Google and I know YouTube, and there's a chance that's bullshit and the rep didn't know what the fuck they're talking about, considering I wasn't super sure. I wasn't talking to an AI chatbot. They were that bad. So I don't want to do it, genuinely, because I don't want to risk you guys losing membership streaks or whatever, but I do have to do it because before it was fine because my parents still lived there, so I still had a legal residence. I don't have a legal residence in the country anymore, so I can't legally get income in a country that I don't have any, like I don't own a company or anything there, so I can't legally do it. And you think like the solution is, oh, just make a new AdSense account and then switch them over and then delete the old one. No, you can't have two AdSense accounts. And if I do that, I might get my entire fucking channel blacklisted or whatever. So I don't know how long it'll take. I know they send you out like a little letter to confirm your address, and that can take anywhere from like 3 days to 3 weeks to get here. So monetization from the channel was just, I guess, not going to be a thing for that time. Which means I hope it won't apply to this stream, but if it does, I don't know where any of the money is going from this stream, so like don't super chat or anything. As per usual, you know, I guess I was debating talking about this before stream, and I didn't want to because I didn't want to call an individual out publicly on stream because it's cringe. I think I am going to... I had lost memberships due to various issues and no one lost memberships by the time it was returned and all money was backlogged. Okay, I guess the problem is my channel itself might lose monetization. I hope I don't lose my verification. I have to reapply for that. I don't want to lose my check mark, bro. That shit's important to me. So I was debating talking about this. I do want to make it very clear. I don't care about this particularly. Me personally, it doesn't affect me. Mainly because I don't really put out that much content. I don't really do that much. So any kind of donations or anything are super appreciated, but no one should have real pressure to it. I don't do any membership content, so it doesn't really matter to me. However, I do want to talk about it just because I want to make sure you're not doing it to other people. And this is kind of a specific call out, but I'm not angry. I'm not trying to like shame anyone. Maybe you actually live in the country, right? But Nico frequently drops like 100 bombs, right? And it's become kind of a thing in the community, and it's cool. And again, I appreciate support. However, Nico either lives in Argentina or is doing the Argentina loophole or whatever. And you are Argentinian? Okay, that's fine. I'm not trying to like shame you for living in Argentina. I don't mind. But because of that, the 50 gifted memberships, I mean, I can show you guys the stats actually if you want. Like again, this isn't like a call it post on twitter.com. I don't care. But it does mean that, so like my memberships I think cost about £3 each. Let me see if I can bring this up really quick. Which means, you know, 100 bomb would be about £300. I get about half of that, so it's about 150. In reality, I think when Nico does it, I get like £3. So I'm getting like a 50th of what would actually normally come from that amount of gifted memberships. So I saw a lot of people in chat talking about like, oh my god, Pin, you're gonna buy all the merch for that? No, not really. I can show you guys really quick. I can show you. You guys get to see my YouTube stats. You get to see how, like, bro, yeah, you love my BFE membership streams. Again, I don't do membership only content. Like, I don't lock shit behind memberships. There's nothing really there. All it is access to emotes. So massive membership drops, all they do is really give more people access to emotes, and they can bring more people to stream if they get the notifications, so I don't really give a shit. However, I will say, Nico, is that maybe specifically if a channel... Why is this not working? If a channel does do like membership only content and whatnot, don't maybe hold off on doing that because it can fuck them over. Like if you give, you know, 100 gifted memberships when, you know, the person on the end is only receiving like a 50th. Yo, Micro, thank you for the 18 months giving mod back. Who are you? I don't think you've ever been mod, I'm sorry. Stop fucking timing people out for random bullshit and maybe you'll get it back. But I can show you guys my stats really quick if you're interested. I don't think there's any doxing info. I don't think like my fucking credit card information is on here. No. Let me do this really quick. Not the 10-second loopy timer. I can show you guys this really quick. I don't think there's anything doxing on here. If there is, fuck it, who cares? So you can see, right, like here, I think we average about like 90 members which again makes sense. I don't really do anything membership wise, so the guys that give it, hey, fucking shout out to you. So about 90 members, I get about half of it, so it's like £1.50 per member, so it's about 130 quid. I get about 83, mostly because people that do memberships are on mobile and you have like a mobile tax in it. But you can see here, so like on June 30th to July 1st, I got 100 new members, right? So 100 members on July 1st, that's probably when I streamed a few weeks back. That's when Nico last dropped a 100 bomb. And if I go to my, let me do it here. If I go to my analytics and I go to revenue and I go to memberships, right? So you can see here, I got about 80 quid last month from memberships. And I can actually, you can do see more and you can actually filter it by gifted. And so gifted, this is July 1st, remember last time. I got about 3 quid. Right, so a 100 drop ends up with me getting about 3 quid in total, which is about the worth of one normal membership. YouTube takes a 50% cut, so generally when somebody donates from Argentina, or when somebody gives memberships from Argentina, it's about a 50th of what you'd normally get. Now this isn't like a call out post on Twitter or anything. I'm not trying to be, again, I don't really give a shit. It's just a word of advice, not just for Nico, but for anyone else who lives in Argentina, to maybe hold off on like massive drops of memberships on channel. I think it's Jin, or is it Jin, or is it, I can't remember. I might be butchering your name. Basically, if somebody has membership content that they're like using, they're using memberships as a way to like get content and make a decent amount of revenue. If you drop that number of memberships, it can kind of fuck them over, because not only do a lot of people then get access to shit that they might kind of want to keep as like a niche part of their community, but also people that get gifted a membership for that month aren't going to renew a membership, which means you're not really giving them 100 memberships. If anything, you're kind of cucking them of 100 memberships, because those 100 people aren't gonna membership and you've not really given them any money really. Now, me personally, this probably actually benefits me, because it means more people get notifications for stream and they get notifications for memberships and they pop up, and there's nothing really behind I feel guilty people have memberships sometimes, because they're like, I don't do videos anymore. If I ever start doing videos and I start doing members only content, which I'm considering, I might change my stance on it, but for now it's whatever. I want to bring awareness to it, just because it can legitimately fuck certain VTubers over, so just, you know, use discretion. I mean, so a lot of channels have tier 1 as the most only, tier 2 is membership content we can't gift. You can just turn up the money of a membership to like $5.01, and those aren't allowed to be gifted. Or yeah, you can do double tier, where tier 1 is just emotes and tier 2 is whatever. It won't be BFE. I don't think anybody wants BFE. So yeah, the monetization will probably die. I don't know if it'll be like 3 days or 3 weeks. I decided to do it this week because I'm going to be away for 2 weeks this month. Let me just, I don't know what I want to pull up. So I'm going to miss 2 weeks of news this month because of VExpo. So because I'm going to be away for about 2 weeks, I'm going to be missing 2 weeks. My current plan, yes, the BV with Scottish accent turned up to 100. Really? I'll do it. I will do it unironically, just to see. I reckon 3 people turn up, which would be funny actually. And then I just hit you with a frying pan. Don't fucking tempt me. Listen, my secret power, anyone who's been in a VC knows this about me. If it's for the bit, if it's for the memes, I will literally say anything if I think it will make people laugh. If I think it's funny, I will say the most out of pocket shit. So I'll do it. Don't. You're playing with fire here. Anyway, if it's cringe, it'd be funny actually. I'm currently kind of planning, I'll add it to the Discord soundboard. Can you show your friends too? Oh my god, wait. Discord soundboards. I have some of those. Wait. Chad, you want to hear some Discord soundboards? I think it'd be funny. Lopi, didn't you die? Don't worry, Lopi, they're not about you. They're completely unrelated to you, actually. In fact, I think it'd be really funny to show off some sound. What do you think? Start with a classic. Wow, absolute classic. Incredible. Incredible.
Me when the toddler on the table would shut the fuck up.
And this could be an Enya one. Bam bam. You kind of played with fire there. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you expected from me.
Who even was that?
Oh yeah, in our Discord we have a very classic classic combo of
Who even was that?
And
it's
a good wombo combo. And let me mute Discord again. You typing at micro is like it's like rat venting. Change model. Oh yeah, true. Could do that. Hey chat, you ready for your BFE? Big friendly Enya? Anyway. Yeah, so because I'll be away at VExpo, there's not going to be news for 2 weeks, so I figured I'd do the monetization thing this month because I'm going to miss out on 2 weeks of monetization anyway, so like, who gives a shit? My current plan is actually to do a haha funny and release here's what didn't happen in VTubing last week in about 60 seconds, where I just make shit up. I'm going to schedule them to post on the Sunday as per usual. There won't be a stream. I'm not going to like get an AI bot to do my streaming for me, but I'm going to schedule them to post on the Sunday, and I'm just going to make shit up. Things that didn't happen. And I can't tell, it will either be really funny if the shit I predict does happen, or it'll be really funny if it doesn't and it's completely wrong, and they'll get a bunch of comments being like, this didn't happen. It's like, yeah, I said that at the beginning. Put over disaster prediction thread by the return. Somebody's going to die. I'm sorry. There is going to be a casualty. You make it up, it will all become true. That's my power. I'm not going to do it for April 1st because I'm doing it just because I'm going away for VExpo. I'll probably also post a face reveal at some point this week. Not that I don't think anybody cares, but mostly just because I'm going to be at a convention and I don't have to deal with like the fucking emoji censorship on photos and worrying that somebody has like taken a video of me in the background, because I'm going to be wearing like a crescent moon fucking hoodie and shit. So I'm probably going to post a selfie at some point. It's not going to be like, I don't think it's going to break Twitter. I don't think it's going to get like 10,000 likes and oh my god, because I'm not a cute girl or an ex-nijisanji member. So I don't think it's that big a deal, but it'll be up there. Just so, and also so people know what I look like. So if you are going to VExpo and you, I don't know, want to come up and talk, fucking do so. I am a cute girl, definitely, 100%. No, I'm apparently a bunch of girls' lesbian awakenings, which, you know, is actually the meanest thing anybody's ever said to me. Actually made me cry. Gave me the depresso espresso. Anyway, I think that was everything I wanted to cover pre-stream. What else? Oh yeah, I tried to, because my hoodie got here today that I'm wearing. It's a really cool hoodie. I like the hoodie. I tried to put on like the fit I'm going to be wearing with like the face mask and the glasses and the beanie. I've decided I'm not going to be wearing glasses to VExpo because I don't know how you're meant to wear glasses with a face mask. I put it on for 2 seconds and that shit just, I couldn't see, which is ironic because they're glasses. Apparently they're meant to help you see. I couldn't see shit. I couldn't see my fucking hand in front of my face. Shit was foggy. So yeah, no, that's probably not going to happen. Anyway, I think that was all the pre-stream messages I wanted to do. I warned about the monetization, talked about VExpo. I need to make a VExpo announcement tweet that I'm going, but you're saying that you aren't really an anime boy? I'm not an anime boy, Rivets, unfortunately. I'm like a 3 out of 10. So like prepare yourself for that. Anyway. It'll probably cut off my BFE stream potential later on in life, but you know, I will deal with that when I get to it. Just shove the mask up to your eyes and man up a bit. We've all lived through it. I'm just gonna not wear my glasses because I'm not actually blind. My prescription is like a negative 1.2 or 5 or something, so it's not that big a deal. And I'm not driving when I'm there, so like who cares? Anyway. What do I do here normally? It doesn't look like an average man out or riot. Hey, below average. I said 3, not 5. The news. Oh my god, the news. Some shit happened this week. Some things went down. You can see some people here are practically blind. Yeah, no, I can see actually pretty well. I'm far nearsighted, so I can see close to me. I can't see shit far away from me. Timestamp, thank you for the reminder. It is the most unfortunate reality that I wasn't born. Why did I go into the redirect? I'm not ending stream already. Yeah, thanks guys for joining. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. I'm probably going to do a stream with Underhill at some point. Maybe, I think, early August. Not next week, the week after. Here, I'm in the description. Holy fuck. I literally got lost in my settings. Where we compare anime lists, like my anime. I think he uses anime lists, I use my anime list, where we compare them. I haven't looked at mine since I was like 17. I think it'll be funny. We'll go over some anime, we'll talk. It'll be kind of like the interview thing he did. I'm debating streaming it on YouTube instead of Twitch. Reason being, I'm curious because, like, obviously most people were here for the news. I'm curious, like, what the CCV will be like if I stream it. I'm curious if it'll be like Twitch levels or if it'll be like closer to current levels. I don't know. So I've not done like a non-use YouTube stream on YouTube in probably like a year and a bit, like since I did Portal fucking ages ago. So we'll see. I'm just curious is all. Okay, I'm finally at the description. What's the time? Just Joe stream it. I don't want to Joe stream it mainly because I know what I'm like and I'll fuck it up. If it goes well, if I get decent views on YouTube and people are like, yeah, I'd rather you stream non-news stuff on YouTube as well, I might start Joe streaming. Mainly because, to be in all honesty, I'm kind of burnt out on news. I'm gonna make a prediction for you lads. Like, I don't think I'll ever stop the shorts. I think the shorts are relatively simple to make. I think they're a decent source of news and people like them and they're not too bad to make. The news content might take a sideline sometime in the future, mainly because I'm just fucking burnt out of it. And I'm well aware that will lose like 90% of my viewership. I've also arrived at the perspective that I no longer care and I'm sick and tired of talking about fucking VTubers. Not fucking VTubers. Don't fuck a VTuber. They probably have diseases, but you know what I mean. I kind of just want to do like just chatting streams where I can just talk about shit and I can just be like a normal anime person where I don't have to get involved in every fucking drama. So the second channel is kind of a route to that. Hopefully the first video for that, I'm planning to get it out before I leave for VExpo. And that channel is not monetized, so I don't have to fucking worry about like ads or anything. I've been in my settings menu back and forth for the last like 5 minutes. 26 minutes of yapping before news. I'm so sorry. 26. What do we want to start with? Do we want to start with Idol? We could start with Idol. And then I actually have like another drama that I can show you guys. If the only news super actually watch, we're still gonna watch your cringes. I'll still do news. It's just it's gonna take more of a. I don't necessarily love being a news tuber, especially with how I feel in the community, with like how I interact with other people and other. It does feel like there's maybe like a little bit of like a. I don't want to say like a stigma, but almost where like I don't necessarily integrate as well into the wider VTuber community just because I am a quote-unquote news tuber, and I feel like people kind of see the content and judge that immediately. They're like, oh, he's a drama tuber, and so it kind of makes shit awkward for like interacting with certain groups of people and like feeling, you know, like just another streamer as opposed to news guy. So I don't know, we'll see. Where are we? Idol. So, I actually just read the Rin community post. I'll bring that up in a second. But Hey, Joe Logs, how you going, man? Hey, how you been? Is that the Joe Logs? I wish YouTube wasn't terrible and I could give shoutouts to people. I've caught you in Nova's chat a few times, and I actually do watch your content because I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! On stream because I'm dog shit at it, and all I run is Cyber Dragons, and I've not changed my deck for like several metas, and I refuse to because my end game is summoning Cyber End Dragon with Power Bond. I don't care if it's the game-winning strategy. I want to summon Cyber End Dragon with Power Bond to give him 8,000 attack, and then I get fucking, I don't know, like 17 hand traps played into me, and then I cry about it because all I have is infinite with Omni negates. But either way, sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh! Ren. Welcome stream. How you going? Yeah, but yeah, there is definitely a little bit of a, especially with corpos, I do notice it a lot with corporate VTubers, there's a little bit, Cyber Dragon's best support in recent years of Clockwork Knight. Bro, when Clockwork Knight came out, I actually came back to Master Joe, I was like, yeah, I'm finally relevant again. And then, you know, it is fun to just contact fuse the entire board away and watch somebody who's never had to play Cyber Dragons cry about it because they just picked a meta deck for ranked, and they've been playing against other meta nets and then meta decks, and then I come in with Cyber Dragons and they're like, my board. Corporate VTubers hate you for many good reasons. Lopi, you're dead. Shut up. You don't get an opinion. Last I checked, corpses don't get to vote. Also, you've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! You're not a real nerd, Lopi. But you know, I've heard from multiple agencies, like multiple agencies apparently don't like me. I don't think I've ever done anything that bad. I genuinely think I'm pretty neutral. I try to be very unbiased. I try to not feed into like hate mobs. I don't try and like speculate or like clickbait. I try and be as neutral and fair as possible with my news. I don't try and drama farm. I think people just have a very negative perception, and corpos especially just do not vibe with news. It's rough, and by kind of the transient property, corpo fans also don't necessarily vibe with news. If corpo fans would rather that the only news source was the agency themselves, which is obviously not fair for a certain number of reasons. They aren't allowed to correct misinformation, so it just sucks them, which I get. I mean, yeah, okay, you guys shouldn't have heard that. I understand not liking like people if they spread misinformation or give a take that you don't like, but also I don't think it's fair for like you can't have a world in which the only news sources are corporations reporting on their own stuff. Idol does that with Idol Alert. I know Hololive does it, I think. And it's fine for the good stuff. If you want a platform to like promote, hey, here's a cool stream, hey, here's a cool thing that happened. But when shit hits the fan, you can't trust an agency to report on itself, especially recently with, honestly, agency VTubing in recent times, the last like half a year it's just been rough, buddy. Like it's just, and the more I hear, especially from like, you know, the more I get ingratiated into the community and the more I hear from like past agency members, the more brutal it seems, man. Agency VTubing works for some people. I think there are certain people that get really elevated by agencies and they fit in super, super well. And the only reason they can make the content that they can make is because of the agency. But genuinely, right now, I don't know what agency I would even point to as like, yeah, that's a fail-safe good choice. Mostly are mismanaged, so they can't do anything. Pretty much, I haven't heard outside of Hololive, which you can't, like, you don't really get any info from outside of Hololive, but at this point, they're kind of trusted as like, they've built up enough of a reputation where you're like, it's Hololive, they're probably fine. Outside of that, I genuinely don't know an agency that I can 100% say definitely well managed. That I can 100% say, yeah, you can join this and be fine. FaZe is probably up there. I mean, AN, I have not, like, I'm friends with a few AN members. I haven't heard anything bad about it. But also, if you'd asked me 6 months ago, I'd have probably said Idol was the peak for VTuber agencies. I think I've actually said that on stream. Like, on stream a few months ago, I think I was like, yeah, if you're going to join an agency, Idol's the best bet. They're the most safe, you know, best managed, transparent agency. Now, I don't know anymore. Like, I genuinely am unsure. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're evil or that like, oh, evil Idol, blah, 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 blah. But I genuinely, like, I don't know if I trust them anymore. There's been enough flags coming out, especially, not just, okay, so I should probably pull up the tweet that I was talking about to give you guys context in case you're not actually in the know of what happened. The only one I know is decent Hololive. Hololive is the only agency out there right now that I think everybody in the community is like, yeah, they're probably pretty well managed. And that's because they are well managed, because they're a agency that actually knows what they're doing. They've been in the game for as long as it is pretty much possible to be in the game. They've got their shit on lock. They know what they're doing. They know how to communicate with talents. They've had like 1 or 2 shit hit the fan a few times. Don't know about well managed. They are decent. They've had fumbles, but the thing is, I think it is very hard to manage a VTubing agency. I think people underestimate because you're getting... I wanted to make a video about this. It's actually one of the videos in my backlog of like, hey, I should talk about this. Oh god, I'm turning into Evanito. Where like people underestimate, you are getting a bunch of typically pretty young people who may not have as much actual corporate job experience, like working in a corporate environment, right? Who are all pretty independently minded because they're probably all indies. They all have probably pretty strong views of their content and their persons and their character, right? And you're cramming them all together and putting a few people in charge of them in a field that there's no real precedent for. Like there's not really anywhere you can, like if you imagine, if you go to like McDonald's and you look for a manager, that person might have experience as a manager in another place, or they got taught by someone who had experience managing a fast food chain or something, right? A lot of VTubers are just rich anime fans who know nothing about the industry. Crypto bros especially as well, yeah. But you're getting a bunch of very, very strong-minded, opinionated people, a lot of which are young. Some of them are minors if you're one of those agencies, which please don't be one of those agencies, but if you are, they might be literally a child. You're putting them together under contract. You're getting a bunch of other people who might have experience, but they don't know really how to manage a VTuber agency because it's still a relatively new field. And then you're putting all of that under the head of a CEO that may or may not know what the fuck they're doing. Because all the CEO really has is money at that point in time, which could have come from anywhere. Which is why you get so many people that start VTuber agencies with like from crypto or NFTs or whatever. And all of that together is just a recipe for disaster. Because you have terrible communication up and down. You have people that think they know better than other people. Talents who probably have more experience in the field of VTubing than the people managing them. Managers who have very little experience managing, who are reporting to someone who has no experience managing. A CEO that is probably like 22, right? And has very little job experience whatsoever. Very little experience managing anything, right? Probably just bought Bitcoin and randomly fucking fell into the crypto boom, right? And so all of that together just doesn't make for a good work environment. Like if you put a typical company under that management, it would crumble. The only reason VTubing like keeps stumbling along in agency format is because you can kind of get along off the backs of the talents. Like the talents can sometimes just be so talented and good that they can kind of carry the agency on their back, which is what you see. A lot of agencies nowadays are just on the backs of a person. Like there's 1 or 2 talents that are literally fucking like sugar daddying the company. You know, a corp that would have done better if they just let the talents alone. Oh, I wonder what corp that could feature looks. I mean, it could actually refer to a few, but there's one in particular. But there's a few, and I've spoken to people that have been in that situation, been that talent, where they're basically funding the entire fucking agency. And the agency just doesn't know how to make money. They don't know how to make good business decisions because nobody in the chain of command has actually any experience doing what they're doing. Yago, I think, has been doing it long enough as a CEO that he kind of has a decent grasp on things. He has people under him that know what they're doing. And also they kind of mimic the typical like Japanese idol management and just shifted it over to VTubing content and then adapted it as shit evolved, right? Exactly. Like, it's weird how bad the management is. A lot of corps. Genuinely, I think outside of like the smaller ones that I haven't interacted with a lot, pretty much every corporate right now, if you saw behind the scenes, there's probably some shit going on. Again, AN is one I don't know about. I've got friends in it. I've not heard anything back, so I'm not going to say that. Even the big ones. Niji, fucked. Management-wise, Niji's fucked. vshojo, I haven't heard bad things about, and I think I would have at this point, but like, also vshojo isn't a typical agency in terms of it's more of a collection of indies that kind of banded together where they're all still kind of doing their own things. Got an agency following my Twitter and get a lot of talents models from free V-Roid assets. I mean, for smaller agencies, that's fine. I genuinely think, right, if you're a VTuber looking for an agency, if you're trying to get into the agency grind, the reason the agency shit works is because it builds off of an old YouTube strat, a strat that has been around for many a decade, or really 1 decade, but you know, this one, where you get a bunch of content creators together that all bounce into each other, right? So one has a video that bounces into another video that bounces into another video, and when one ends stream, which is the current meta, you push all your viewers into another meta, into another streamer, and so you kind of bounce. It's the old like MCN like Vanos Gaming. I mean, it's kind of what the Sidemen do now. What's the other one? Team Crafted from back in the Minecraft days, like Sky does Minecraft, Deadlocks, that shit. Pretty much, it's like almost a free viewership cheat because you have multiple independent creators that then feed their audience into each other, and it's kind of just like an infinite, perpetual motion machine, right? And agencies work off that similar thing. They have a very similar thing to them of an MCN feeding viewers into itself, where you, instead of building up one independent creator, you have a community that gets built up between a bunch of creators, and you feed the viewerships between them. There's a few things that don't work. One, if it gets too big, you kind of lose that, which is where Niji's at right now. I'm gonna be honest. They're just too big. They've got too many talents and not enough viewers between them. However, most of those generally worked more like vshojo, where it was an independent creator who was in a contract with an MCN. Opens up networking opportunities. A lot of VTuber artists won't work with indies. True. I've tried to commission shit as an indie. It's hard. A lot of artists don't. Like, there's a lot, especially if you're like me personally, I'm not going to commission like the top of the line model because it's like $8,000 and like, holy shit, I actually like eating. But if you're trying to commission like a top of the line model, a lot of the people at the top, you'd find it hard to get a model commission from them unless you're willing to chuck an insane amount of money. Like, for example, Iron Vertex, which is the peak rigging, pretty much. Like, if you want like a peak rigged model, Iron Vertex is where you go. Like, they do all the top models. I don't think they've had commissions open for like a year and a half or something. They're literally only doing current models that they already have, current people they've already worked with, or people recommended by those current models. They have those current contacts, right? So yeah, there's that as well, of like, it opens up networking. You have a manager that does things for you. Ideally, that manager gets you in contact with people for like collabs and stuff. Problem is, I just don't. I think it just opens yourself up to mismanagement, opens yourself up to like communication issues, and VTubing especially has the worst deal of it. There's one thing about VTubing, and this was going to be the crux of my video that I was going to make on it. The one thing about VTubing that is special from other forms of content creation is that, unlike other forms of content creation, you don't get to carry your image across if you end up breaking up with your partner or your agency or whatever. 9 times out of 10, if you break up with your agency, they keep your model, they keep your image, they keep your accounts, they keep your namesake, right? You don't get to hold on to that unless you pay out the ass for it to buy it from them. So unlike, you know, if PewDiePie joined an MCN, or he joined a group, right, and that group ended up going bust or ended up being mismanaged and ended up quitting and breaking contract or whatever, he might get fines, right? He might get shit for it. It might go tits up and not go anywhere, but he's still PewDiePie at the end of the day, right? He's still Felix, right? And he could go to another fucking channel. He could name it, I don't know, fucking Jover69, whatever. But he'd still be PewDiePie, and people would still go to him because it's PewDiePie. If you leave an agency, you lose your model, you lose your name, you lose your identity. Sure, in recent times, it's become a lot more normalized for people to like advertise past lives and say, hey, go over here and follow them there. But you're still losing a lot of your community in that move, which again, like Cdawg said, that is that's a big threat hanging over talent's head to take power away from them, where they don't feel like they can leave and negotiate contracts effectively because they don't, like, if they leave, they lose their community, they lose their image. And a lot of VTubers get really, really attached to their persona. They get really attached to the character they're playing. And so when you have that threat of, we own your IP, if you leave, you don't get to keep it hanging over them, it can be fucking massive. Unless you do what Selene does and you just recommission Selene as Yellow and become Doki Bird, Yellow Selene. So, I mean, yeah, like, I'm not going to speculate on Nova. I'm not trying to get her in shit. But, like, yeah, I mean, it's probably a big reason there. And also, like, existing deals and shit like that. It's just, because, yeah, if you lose your image, you lose your sponsorship deals, you lose any merch you have. You lose, if you have, like, a gamer subs code or whatever, you lose that. So it's more significant than just, it's why when people say, oh, you should just leave that agency, it's not that simple, bro. It's not as easy. And it's why you really, really need to be careful before you sign your model and your existing things away to a corporate entity. I honestly wouldn't do it. If you're an existing IP, I'd say either join with a new IP, like join and have them, at least have them make the model for you, or don't sell your IP, like enter in a contract negotiating for like dual ownership or whatever, because just a lot of talents will get to eat in a way they can manage everything else to start over confidently. That too, I mean, again, you gotta remember, a lot of these people are like, they're young, especially, it's why the whole hiring minors thing is rubs me the wrong way, especially with agencies, because you're making a child sign a legal contract in a field where there's not as many existing legal safeguards in place. Like in real life, if a child gets hired, there's, well, in a lot of places children can get hired full stop, but if, for example, child actors or whatnot get hired, there are a lot of safeguards in place that you cannot fuck over that actor. Even if you make them sign a contract, even if their guardian signs a contract, right? You cannot legally enforce some shit. And there's a lot of safeguards in place to protect abuse of children. And it's why I get kind of tilted with the whole minor thing, because you're like, if somebody's still in high school, you can't expect them to sign a contract and legally understand everything in it. Maybe they don't have the funds for a lawyer. And once you have them sign it, you can kind of just fearmonger them into doing whatever the fuck you want. You can say, but if you break this, then you've broken a clause and we'll sue you, and that'll be $50 billion. And hey, in reality, I'm gonna be honest with you, most Vtuber agencies that have talents breaking contracts because of miscommunication are fucking broke, and they couldn't pursue legal repercussions anyway, right? Good example of people vanishing would be Sana after Sana just fucking disappeared off the planet. A lot of hololive people don't typically get a massive following. Holostars kind of does, but hololive doesn't. Once you sign it and you sign over to it, they threaten you with legal action. And if you're an adult, you go, all right, bet, fucking try me. You don't have the legal team to fight me on this. I know you're broke. I'm one of your talents. You haven't paid me in 5 years, right? Which is another big issue. They get all the revenue and they might not pay you. In which case, like, what do you do? If VTubing is your main job and your agency just doesn't fucking pay you money and they have all your sources of revenue, you're just fucked. Like, and it's not like a normal, like if a normal VTuber is entering financial trouble, they can go to the community and be like, hey guys, like I'm struggling right now. Any assistance would be appreciated, and maybe you get like stream elements donations, right? If you're in an agency VTuber, you can't do that because all that extra support is just going straight to the fucking agency, and if they're not paying you, you're fucked. Say like a cupcake. So even if, like, it can enter this really sick situation where the agency has the money, they have the contract, and they can basically just strong arm you into doing whatever the fuck you want. Now, if you have a decent financial base, you can maybe fit back knowing that you're in the right. If you have a big enough audience, you can maybe know that they'll follow you and just dip. Hey Cozy, how you doing? But if you're not, especially if you're young, especially if you're new in the field and you're not super sure of what you're doing, you've signed a contract, there's a lot of terms in there that maybe you didn't fully understand, or maybe you did and they're now changing it. I don't know. But if you're young, you're not fully setting yourself, you don't have a lot of disposable income, and this agency comes to you and says, if you try and leave, we'll hit you with this fine. If you try and dispute it, we'll hit you with this fine. If you try and speak to your community, if you try and tell them what we're doing, we're going to hit you with this fine. We're going to pursue legal action. We're going to sue you. Even if they do not have the funds to do that, even if they have no means to do that, the threat of it alone, that's enough to scare someone. That's enough to make someone go, oh shit, I don't want it. And then they'll buckle and they'll just do whatever they're told. And that's how you get people that get stuck in these fucking agencies for years. Miserable. Agencies are freaking rough. I dislike that we're back into agency culture for VTubing because we already did this all with YouTubing over a decade ago. Just as bad as it is now. Threat alone is used to manipulate. I don't like VTuber agencies anymore. I think if you're going to do a VTuber agency, just get some friends together and like start up like a V-Dairy or something, right? You and your boys, like, okay, the Mofongo boys is an example of that didn't go well because get some people you have chemistry with and start a group. You get a lot of the same advantages, except you don't have someone holding shit over your head. Vici ban as well, right? To me, that's the best strat. Because you also get the kind of cred of like, oh, we're basically an agency, and you can like communicate and with agency clout, but you don't have like a fucking crypto bro CEO hanging over your head being like, oh, but I know how the blockchain works. I can handle a VTuber. Like, I'm not saying fuck all agencies, because I have friends that are in agencies. Again, AN, I haven't heard anything bad about. There are more. Also, Brave owns a lot of agencies nowadays, which I'm not fond of. Okay, genuinely, unironically, I hate the fact that Brave owns like 4 or 5 different agencies under different names, and like if you don't look for it, it's kind of hard to tell that they own it. Like, just I don't know. I know it's not like, I know that may be a very weird gripe, but I don't love it. Proper VTuber agency together is expensive, and friend group agencies fall apart after one argument. That's true. The problem is, yeah, if you have a friendship group, one argument, and you're split up because you don't have a manager controlling you. But with the VTuber agency, you might have a manager. That manager probably doesn't actually even know how to handle you anyway. So you have the argument. You don't break apart because you're in an agency, but then your fucking agency becomes toxic. You get this weird behind the scenes toxic culture where you all secretly hate each other. I don't know, man. It's why I stick indie. I don't apply to any of the agency applications or anything. I mean, most of them are only for girls anyway, and I wouldn't fit in. But I don't do it because I know I wouldn't fit in. I'd get in and I'd tell the CEO to go suck a dick within like a month because I have problems with authority already, right? I don't know. So yeah, I didn't mean to go on like a big agency rant there. It does piss me off though. And the problem, my big gripe about it is that I feel like a lot of the people that are suffering from it, a lot of the agencies, VTubers, Don't Live Release Brave seems to be allowing freedoms to each agency. They all run pretty differently from each other, so it's more of an investment situation overall. I guess so. It just seems a bit, I don't know, it feels a bit weird. It feels a bit like a Wactor situation, but not really. The big thing to me is the silence, right? Is that the people suffering from it can't speak out because of NDAs. They can't be open with their audience. They can't genuinely come forward and be like, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. It's not great. They're kind of locked behind this contract and they can't really communicate. And I fucking hate that. Because ultimately, I feel like you should, as a content creator, your final bastion, right? The people you turn to, the people that you connect with, are the people that you make content for that support you. The agency, everything else is just fucking fluff, right? Ultimately, I feel like you should be able to go to your audience and be open and honest with them and be like, hey, this is where we're at, this is what's going on. I don't love it, but it's where I'm sitting. But you can't do that because you've signed an NDA and you're fucked, right? So only keep the relations being good and fine so everyone's jobs aren't in trouble too. Yeah, and then you get the pressure of like, you have to make sure everything's fine, otherwise people will go to other talents in your agency and start asking them, and then you've caused a problem, and then a manager probably talks to you about it. It just fucks me off. I'm not gonna lie, it annoys me. It feels unironically, this might be wild to fucking say, so like, I'm sorry, but it feels almost like an abusive relationship. I don't know if any of you guys have ever, not even just like a romantic relationship, like any sort of like parent whatever relationship. It feels similar, where you know you're being mistreated, but you don't have any ability to talk about it. You don't have any ability to reach out because the person that's abusing you has made you so fucking scared of what they'll do if you tell anyone that you just kind of sit in silence and smile and act like nothing's wrong. That might be a wild take, but it is kind of how it feels to me. And it actually pisses me off, especially because I have friends in agencies and shit. And it annoys me to see them kind of just have to fucking grin and bear it. And then thankfully some of them are out the agency now, so we get to dunk on it in private. But I just not ropey saying good summary. You dumb bitch. Your Honor, it was Punkalopi. Your Honor, I didn't do nothing. Sorry, I would never say, bro. I will criticize agencies until the day comes. Until the day comes? Is that a saying? I don't know. For commenting on the messages, just talking to Jay. Your Honor, you wasn't even there. I would never start an agency. I will critique them until the cows come home, but I will also, I'm not hubristic enough, and yes, I use the word hubristic because I'm a fucking, not pedantic, not sycophantic. What's the word I'm looking for? Pretentious, that's the one. I'm a pretentious asshole. I'm not hubristic enough to think I could do any better. I'm a dumbass, and I'm terrible at, oh hey Rosa, your tweet is about to come up. I'm terrible with people. I'm terrible with managing people. I'm dog shit at it. I can't talk to people. I can't micromanage people. I wouldn't know how to resolve any communications. Like, bro, I'd be shit as a VTuber CEO. Absolutely fucking dog shit. My agency would I'm never starting an agency. Absolutely fucking not. We start an agency with me, myself, and I. Call it Solarium or something. We I can't even run my own podcast. I have a podcast. Oh yeah, Vtism. Oh man, I love Vtism. Call it Solar System Agency and have just all the planets, but all the planets are my alter egos because I didn't take my meds. Sort of Vtuber agency with Rev and Hizaki. Yeah, that'd end well. Anyway, this is more of just a general agency rant that's kind of been building up. We'll see who's something probably do better than most. I wouldn't want to do that to myself or others. Working with Edo has been amazing when it came to talents, managers, and the projects I worked on. Payments were the only issues I've ever faced with them, and I believe they'll improve. I believe they'll improve as well. You don't have to worry about that chat. Done with the agencies accepting. Cdawg, you're in an agency? Yo. As it said like that. I don't know anything, chat. Any information I have is nothing more than is publicly available. My lawyer has advised me to say nuh-uh. Someone to have a place for my agency friends so I can. That's actually pretty based. That's actually pretty incredibly based. Oh, Nova and I still haven't played. Yo, I just had an idea, completely unrelated to agency things. I need to get Cdawg to coach me on Yu-Gi-Oh before I play against Nova, so I can be way better than I actually am. Or we could do the Ludwig thing where you sit in my ear and tell me how to play. And I go, yeah, no, I'm just a casual, you know, like goated Yu-Gi-Oh player. It's nothing serious. I've never streamed it, you know, but I'm actually it'd be easy. It'd be really funny. Like you're in one Discord call, I'm in a Discord call with her playing Yu-Gi-Oh. You're just telling me how to play. I'm acting like it's nonchalant. I'm just this goated at Yu-Gi-Oh, and she's freaking out as I annihilate her. Actually, Nova's pretty good at Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Everyone's better than me at Yu-Gi-Oh, but you know, it'd be really funny. Anyway, Idle Corp tweet from Rosa. So Rosa made this tweet about freelancing from Idle. And it's not that long as far as VTuber docs go. Not too bad. It is in light mode. It's not her fault. It's Google's fault because they insist on everything being white because they're racist. I don't know where that joke was going. That wasn't it. That wasn't where I thought it was going. It kind of just wound its way there. She's not good at Minecraft though, isn't she? I've been playing Minecraft recently to kind of recover from the depression of all my friends being on a server I'm not in. Keep it short and to the point because I know some of these docs can get like, bro, I opened up a Google Doc the other day about VTubing drama that was like 53 pages long, and immediately I was like, you know what, I don't need to see this. I don't care. So I mean, it is here. I guess we could read through it. I'll try and summarize it. Basically, they were hired to do audio work on voice packs and some covers. They were given very short notice, although they do say that they don't mind doing short notice, and most artists most freelancers have like rush order fees where you can make decent money if you do shit quick. But the willing to work fast in a time of need is important because they received the exact opposite from them, which is 26 months to not receive a payment on time, sometimes even have to wait 3 additional weeks, and I've heard of worse cases where it's been literally months. Payments go out once a month, meaning more than half my invoices weren't paid on time. I also made sure to send my invoices on time, sent reminders when they needed to be paid, made them as simple to review as possible. However, invoices repeatedly went unpaid or lost entirely, causing me lots of headaches in having to chase them up. Still waiting to be paid for work they did for them on June 13th, which was over a month ago. 24-hour timeline is insane. I couldn't imagine asking any of my workers to get a job that fast. Bro, it's insane, and I think freelancers and commissioners generally don't value themselves enough. I'm speaking obviously of no one in particular that I'm friends with who would be insane enough to accept commissions to, like, say hypothetically, if they completely off the top of my head, say they were like a rigger and they rigged VTuber models, they would never accept an absurd commission to do like an entire model of rigging in like a day, because that'd be ludicrous, right? It'd be bad for your mental health. And I'm glad I don't know anyone in my immediate friend circle who's so incredibly stupid as to not only do that, but to then repeatedly do it, even though it actually significantly affects her on a daily basis. And I certainly wouldn't know one who would do that and then just not get paid and not, you know, ever follow up on it. Absolutely, that'd be crazy. That'd be wild. Can you imagine knowing someone like that? Dang. Never do cover mixes on timeline of less than a week because that's just crazy. Bro, literally freelancers just will accept the crazy shit. Like, well, I mean, if you pay me an extra $50, I suppose I can work for 27 hours straight. It's like, no, that's not. First of all, that's not legal. Like, I'm not saying it's not actually not legal, but if you were in like a normal job with like, you know, say health and safety regulations, that's not a legal thing to do. There are reasons why you cannot work that long. It's bad for you. It's bad for your health. Don't do it. But with like freelancers, people are just like, hey, can you do this 27-hour job in 28 hours? Thanks. I'll pay you like an extra $1,000. And it just kind of goes like that. But yeah, so typically when I reached out, they were always paid within 48 hours, which again, I've heard worse. Even though I've reached out multiple separate occasions on payments this month, I've gotten back as we're working on it. Some of you may know that I've just moved countries and actually I've made a lot of expenses. What do you want? Why the okay, hang on. So I just got a DM from Beyond the Dead. I actually, okay, can I send some of you guys on a mission? I wanted the edit of the Yago reaching out hand for like join hololive, but with like the vshojo edit on top of it, or the gun run edit, because I was going to make a tweet, but I couldn't make a tweet before I went live because I didn't have the edit and I wanted it. So somebody could DM me that. I'll I don't know, I'll give you a smooch on the cheek or something. I want it for my tweet. Thank you. That's my TikTok. So yeah, this was rough. I've just moved countries and actually made a lot of expenses. I feel that I've just moved countries as well. Rough. Voice packs, well, a 24-hour timeline short. I've had time available I could typically get them done, including revisions under 5 hours. So if I had the day off, I was accepting. That's fair. And new feature joy editions were going to be pretty competitive. I didn't think the president was going to join. I literally like, yeah, that was my tweet basically. As a result, I reached out to other freelancers who are working for Idle to ask about whether they're being paid. It seems I'm not alone. There are at least a dozen freelancers who have done work for Idle in June and have yet to be paid at the time of writing. Which range from simple voice packs to art and video editing to mixing work for music. Man, it'd be crazy if there was even more types. That would be wild, right? Like, okay, like hypothetically. Maybe I shouldn't say that. She might kill me. Hey, Lope. Would she kill me? Hypothetically. I'm asking for advice, because I know you're super good at not putting your foot in your mouth. I do love that asking would she kill me is pretty much giving it away. Would a certain person, so we're talking about like, oh man, some people haven't been paid for voice packs. Of course you're watching TikTok, you fucking zoomer. Even dead, you've got brain rot. You somehow died and your brain couldn't rot anymore because it was already rotted to the core. People were doing like voice edits and sound work and art and weren't paid. And I was like, wouldn't it be crazy if there was even like other work that wasn't included in that, that also wasn't paid. But then I was like, wait, if I am more direct and I say, do you think she'd kill me? Do you think she'd kill me? She'd kill me? Okay. Well, chat, strike that from the record. Definitely no implications there. Definitely nothing that could get anyone in legal trouble. The funny thing is, you don't know which one would get in trouble. It's kind of a fun, because like both of them have signed NDA, so really it's a toss-up. 50-50 shot. We're playing Russian roulette right now. One of them's gonna kill me. Before this stream is up, I'm gonna get a bullet in the head. Oh no, it's not me being a coward. I just don't want my friends to get sued. You know? Anyway, I mean, not my friends, definitely not my friends. I've already called the assassins. I know you don't have any money to call them. You couldn't pay an assassin right now. I'm gonna get a very angry DM in about 2 seconds. Anyway, yeah. So as a result, we reached out to other freelancers who are working for Idle to ask about whether they're being paid. It seems they're not alone. At least it doesn't. When we're extremely clear, it's not the fault of talents. It's never the fault of talents. The talents aren't responsible for money getting put in certain locations. Talents, a lot of times in agencies like these, talents themselves aren't getting fucking paid. So, like, you see that routinely. And I want to make it clear. I think people twist this situation, and I'll get to the end of this in a minute. People twist this into like, oh, they're malicious. Oh, they're hoarding the money and they're using it for orgies or something. In general, this isn't like a malice thing where they're literally stealing, because that wouldn't make any sense, because you're going to have to pay them out eventually or you'll get like in a lot of trouble. Generally, if a corporation isn't paying its talents, or they're not paying the people they commissioned, because they don't have the money to pay, or the money is getting lost somewhere, or there's a miscommunication somewhere, or they've overpaid or something like that. So with shit like this, chances are if they're routinely not paying, if someone's for freelancers, really, it's very easy to pay people ASAP, actually. Yeah, no, generally, especially as an indie, if you commission an art, I pay up front when I commission shit, normally. Like, normally, if sometimes you could pay like 50% now, 50% later, I generally just pay it all, because I'm like, fuck it, who cares? And it gets out of the way, and then I don't have to worry about not paying or paying on time or whatever. Some artists only give you an invoice after the fact, and then you can only pay afterwards. But regardless, it's very easy to pay. It's not a difficult process, which means generally if a corporation is routinely not paying out things that they need to pay out, it's probably because they genuinely don't have the money, right? And so that means, you know how everybody's always like, man, Idle has a lot of money for all these advertisements and all these animations and all these things that they're doing. Oh man, Idle's dropped so much money on this new gen. Oh man, Idle's commissioned all this thing. Turns out, Idle doesn't have that much money. I don't know if they're just like in a credit card or something. Not even a cash flow problem. It's very easy to get a corporate credit card. Unless you're maxed out on your credit card. Unless you've been in the hole for long enough that it's become a genuine issue. Unless your credit score is so bad that you can't get a credit card. Or, I mean, unless you're based in a company where that might not be based in a country where that might not be feasible. There's a lot of ways that might not be true. I don't think they're generally not paying people because it's easier or they want to. But yo, Aiden, thank you for the super chat.
Hanlon's razor, never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity.
True.
And Vtuber agencies are very, very stupid.
Incredibly stupid. Thank you for the super chat. It's just, I think it pisses me off as well, because like VTubers, like, you can't pin a super chat. Can you? Can I pin a super chat? I can. I can heart it. It appears at the top anyway, but damn, it's crazy. Give it a like, everybody. What was I saying? I was on a train of thought somewhere. VTuber agencies are stupid, incompetent. Just a mismanagement thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, yeah, but the people, like, VTubers make a shit ton of money. Like, a lot of them, especially if they're popular. Like, you can go to a lot of VTubers right now and they make, like, hand over fist. Like, I generally have, like, a typical streamer audience, right? So, and I'm not saying this is, like, again, I don't really care about support or anything. It's not like a flex. I'm just trying to say this. VTubers make disproportionately a stupid amount of money because they're cute anime girls, and guys love giving money to cute anime girls to get their name read out, right? It's a fact of life. It's how it works. Fucking, like, Ellie every is like 80 grand in one 24-hour stream for her birthday or something, which, hey, fucking great job for her. I mean, Ellie's community is insanely supportive, so whatever. But, like, most VTubers, you go there. If the VTuber is like, hey, literally the VTuber could be like, hey guys, I'm struggling a bit. Could you, like, any support would be appreciated. And you'd get like 10 Akasupas in a row. That's just how the community works, right? You will never make as much money as a cute anime girl going to heat. Like, there are VTubers out there with similar viewer counts to me, right? Similar CCV, similar, like, whatever, right? Who make, like, probably 30, 40 times what I make. Just because that's how it works. It's how the viewer base works. It's how you know, appealing to a certain fan base, certain demographic works. The people that donate a shit ton of money tend to also be the people that are watching cute anime girls, right? So I make about 40-50k a month personally. Yeah, but Jules, you make is that off like donations and shit, or you make like actual videos? You make actual content that's good and useful, and you have AdSense. I make shorts. My shorts make like 50 quid. If I have a short that has 500,000 views, it made about 50 quid. You also do have a shit ton of channels. No, actually, yeah, no, Logs is an anime girl. You heard it go first. We've got breaking news. Yeah, bro, Mumi did like 60-second drawings where she was like, I'll draw you quickly if you donate like a certain amount of money, and she made like 27 grand in a minute. It's ridiculous. It's quite literally absurd. It's why I say if you're not doing parasocial streaming, like if you're not doing appealing to the parasocial demographic, if you're a guy VTuber and you're not doing like the BFE or anything, don't compare yourself to like female VTubers, especially the cute teehee anime girl ones. You'll want to die, because they will average the same viewer count as you, stream for the same amount of time as you, and they will make more money in a minute than you will make in a year. Easily make 100k a month if you manage to well. Yeah, you can. If I released regular videos about things, I could make a fair amount of money with the channel I've got, I think. I just don't, because I'm burnt out on VTuber news, which is why I'm starting that second channel to try and get through my burnout and get my thingy going and get out of my fucking depressive spiral. It's been a minute. Penny's a BFE himself just to get this numbers. Yeah, I definitely need to appeal to like the Luxium fan base. You know, the second channel is just fucking dumping like anime analysis videos that, again, I fully expect them to get like 2 views. It's not about making money in the second channel. I just need a place to put my ideas so I can get back to making content on this channel. Although, weirdly enough, I still don't get this. One of my most popular videos on this channel is the fucking Fate video. It's still getting, it's about to overtake the fucking, bro, nah, we can't have my Fate video be my most viewed long form video. The people that subbed after this video are so disappointed. They subbed and like, yo, anime analysis channel. Dang, and then with Penny's to see anime girls a bit, isn't it though? I mean, it's not just that. Like, you can make it as a dude as well if you have a supportive enough fan base. Like, I know like Kuro probably makes that kind of money and Luxium and that kind of shit, but it is like, I'm not saying they don't work hard. I'm not trying to undermine them. I'm not trying to be that cunt that's like, oh man, female VTubers have it so easy. Oh man, they just go on stream and they get a million views. No, like, there are a shit ton of like male, female. It's not necessarily harder or easier either way to be a successful streamer. Like, you interact with different groups, you get a bunch of like, female streamers get sexualized a shit ton more. You get a lot of unwanted advances. So I'm not trying to get into the whole like, oh, male views. I'm not trying to do that. It's an overdone topic and it's dumb. I'm not saying to undermine their achievements or anything dumb like that. I'm just saying, if you're looking at it from a pure revenue perspective, like for similar levels of popularity, it is a bit disproportionate. Male streamers still dominate though. Yeah, you're right, Joe Logs. In terms of like actual, like not actual, in terms of like overall like most popular streamers total, it's still a male dominated field. I don't think I'm doing it now. Not really. Not once did I attribute their success to them being cute teehee anime girls. It is still a grind. It is still a slog. You still have to work hard. You still have to make content. You still have to be entertaining. You still have to be able to get the viewers. You still have to do all the same work. It's not easy. It's not effortless. There's no demeaning in it. They just do make more money at the same level of viewership than someone who's not doing that type of content. It's a content thing. Like, objectively, it's just, that's just how it works. Big issue with male VTubers is trying to build a BFE audience. It's just not a biggest GFE audience. You have to do something else. I don't know if you have to do something else. There is still a very big BFE audience, and they're still, again, like kind of like the GFE audience, like, you know, they are disproportionately kind of supportive, and especially monetarily. So I do think there's an audience there, especially if you're good at it, especially if you can do like good ASMR. If you're, it's a talent as well. Like BFE and GFE, it gets kind of, it does kind of get mocked a little bit more than is necessarily fair. It is legitimately a skill. Like, it is something that you have to like, it is something you have to be good at. I said I'd do it earlier. I mean, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to say the right things or do it. It's a skill. It's a type of content you have to get better at. And if you're good at it, you can make good money. But yeah, I mean, it is harder. You're appealing to a smaller audience for sure. Especially more recently, where more and more kind of people are cottoning onto the somewhat of a gap in the male VTuber market. But the male audience is much bigger. I mean, across the board, male audience is huge on pretty much every front as a VTuber. Most VTubers have a predominantly male audience, apart from people that appeal to that sort of parasocial BFE side of things. It's just a bigger demographic, and in streaming in general, like it's a bigger demographic. And unfortunately, a lot of male viewers have a weird, like, unless they're viewing a female content creator as like a GFE thing, they don't watch them, which I think is kind of cringe. You see that a lot with like IRL streamers, where people will hop into their chat just to sexualize them, and if they are like, hey, I'm not cool with that, I'm not a sexualized streamer, I'm just playing a video game, they're like, they dip and they don't stick around. And I think it's, again, that's one of the issues you deal with as a female content creator, is that people assume you're cool with being sexualized, and then when you're not, they're like, oh, I don't care about you, and then they leave. Like, which is fucking brutal. Also, BFE for male audience, my friend is a model that definitely looks like a bear archetype, and he gets a lot of guys looking for that, doesn't really want to do that. That's fair. I guess I never really considered that. That is, I mean, any niche you can live in is better, right? Like, if you have a niche that you can appeal to, that's good, but if it's not the type of content you want to make, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at, right? In terms of news content. But yeah, no, I realized I didn't want this section. I didn't plan for this rant. This was entirely not related to the news topic for the day. It wasn't planned. But I didn't want this to come across as like demeaning to BFE. I don't have a problem with it. I think it is legitimately a talent. And I do think appealing to it and in doing it is kind of incredible. But it is, like, revenue-wise, it is very disproportionately high paying. Then when you hate your own content, I feel that, hey, Underhill, how you going, man? But yeah, so did we get to the end of this? We didn't. Oh yeah, sorry, Rose, I didn't mean to go off on a fucking side tangent. So she says she's out of options, tried reaching out to individual managers, reaching out to the talents, which talents don't really have any control. Even managers kind of get out of control with regards to, like, they don't really have control over where the money goes. They're just kind of managing the talents. A lot of them don't actually have the ability to move money. So it makes sense to go public with this. It's literally all you can do if, appealing to them, and you deserve to get paid on the agreed upon time. It's not fair for them to keep. That's the problem. I think VTuber agencies also have this thing where they like think that just throwing money at the wall, they keep commissioning new models and talents and agencies. Not agencies. Sometimes I just say the wrong word. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think there's probably a term for it. I get caught up like in my own brain, and I'll just throw a word that wasn't the word I wanted to say into the sentence, and then I'm like, that's not the word I wanted. They throw new generations at the wall, and they're like, yeah, more things, more money, more things, more money. And then they're not actually like accounting for their money flow, and so the people that they commission don't end up getting paid. Gee, if you stream any offense that you have a boyfriend who talks parasocial, bro, I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with having to lie about having like a significant other. And like having, like, I get why they do it. I'm not like shaming the VTuber themselves. Like, I 100% get it, because especially girls get fucking harassed if they this isn't even a parasocial thing. Non-parasocial female streamers get fucking harassed if it gets out that they have a boyfriend. Like, they get called like a slut or something for being in a committed relationship. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I 100% get, like, I get why like Kiara doesn't do collabs with Holostars. I get why a lot of hololive talents don't do collabs with Holostars. I get why there's like, I mean, even recently with that the fucking crab game collab that was today, there was drama about it because it had like dudes and some stereotypically like only girl content creators in there. I understand why they do it, to avoid the harassment. It's a very fair thing on their part. Personally, I couldn't do it. Personally, if my audience was like, you interacted with a man, I'd tell them to suck a dick. Which is why I wouldn't fit in at an agency. Because I feel like I get told, oh, you can't do that. Your audience will hate you for it. And I'm like, yeah, fuck them. Which is kind of... Bro, like if I was a girl and somebody was like, bro, your audience will hate... If you collab with a male, I would literally go to male. I'd do an all-male collab. It'd be me and like 10 of the horniest fucking dudes on the internet. I would get 10 fucking male lewd tubers and I would do like an ASMR collab. Fuck those guys. Literally, I will drop fat man, little boy, one of them. I will drop it. I don't give a shit. Fuck out of here. Make the thumbnail that couch for me. I'd go all in. If I had a semblance of a parasocial audience, I would burn them in an instant. When my talents openly has a BF, it's not really a big deal as long as you don't brand yourself as GFE. I think as long as you're open about it. Like as long, I mean, look at, again, I think indies are fine. Like if you're in the indie Twitch scene, like, you know, like Numi and I mean, not that Numi or Bao are ever going to get a boyfriend, but if you're in that sort of area, I think you're fine. I think people are a lot less like weirdly parasocial or are less into that sort of like idol demographic. Where I think you're fine. I think some of them have boyfriends. Fucking people ship Connor and Iron Mouse all the fucking time, and Iron Mouse is like the biggest streamer ever, and she can't breathe next to Connor without people shipping them. So, it's depends on the audience. It depends on the vibe. I want to draw a diagram. I'm not going to do it on stream, but there's like 3 groups of VTubers right now. In terms of like, there's the Twitch indie scene, right? There's like the very, very corpo, like hololive scene. And then there's like I want to call it like indie agency scenes, which is like I don't want to call it small agencies because they're like as big as Niji now, but it's like FaZe and Idol and AN, right? And they live in like this weird triangular Venn diagram, and you can put people on any sort of scale. And they're like these 3 distinct communities with these 3 distinct vibes. And the small, like the kind of indie agency vibe is very much in that sort of almost GFE, no interacting with males, appealing to a very similar demographic. It's why a lot of them don't have like male branches or anything. And if you're in that area, a lot of your audience is shared with, even if you're not explicitly doing GFE, a lot of your audience is shared with streamers that do it. And so you kind of get roped into it just by being in proximity. And so if you then do anything like say interact with a male, you kind of get burned by a fire you didn't even start, which is unfair. Honestly, I've said this before, I think Elia has probably the best fucking audience on, like, one of the best audiences as a VTuber. Because Elia's audience is stupidly supportive, right? Like, ridiculous. Like, Elia's audience is super positive, super wholesome, right? They're a bit into feet, but we let that slide, it's okay. But they're also, like, they're genuinely supportive. I think, weirdly enough, I think when you get, like, to the level of, like, unicorn parasocial, like, when you get to that level of, like, parasocial, you're actually less you're less supportive of your, like, oshi. Like, you're actually less good for their mental health. You're not actually supporting them. You're supporting the character that you want them to play. But you're not actually supporting them, because the moment they do something you disagree with, you'll drop them and call them, like, a fucking name or something and then leave, right? The moment they interact with a man, you drop them. The moment they do anything that is outside your GFE experience, whatever, you drop them. You're not actually supportive. You're not actually a fan. You're not actually genuinely supporting them. You just want them to do something for you, and you kind of dangle that over their head and demand that they play your little game, or you'll withdraw your support, right? Whereas Elia's fan base, like, Elia interacts with dudes, right? And I don't think her fan base really gives a shit anymore. So I think she has like the genuinely supportive fan base where, like, they actually want to see her thrive. They want to see her do well. They want to see her succeed and be happy. And so it doesn't really matter what she does so much, because they'll kind of support her regardless, which I think is what you want as a creator, right? I mean, yeah, no fan base is perfect. Every fan base is going to have its rotten eggs, but for, like, her size and the type of content she does and the type of audience she has, I think she has a pretty fucking poggers. I ain't really just said the word poggers, but you know what I mean? Whereas there are some chats I look at, there are some communities I look at where I'm like, bro, if I had that community, I would genuinely commit a crime. I couldn't live with that chat. I genuinely couldn't do it. I couldn't live with those kind of people. I see it all the time, bro. You see it in super chats for agency VTubers where they'll interact with a guy and they'll get a super chat from some guy that's like, hey, I don't know if you know this. I figured it'd be best to inform you. You're letting your fans down by interacting with that guy. You know, we're here to support you, and you're kind of letting us down and going against our wishes by doing that. Not trying to be a hater, but you know, I'm just here to educate you and inform you, and I hope you listen to your real fans and change your ways. I get one of those super chats or one of those messages, I'm sliding you. IRL, I'm finding where you live. I'm folding you. You're getting bent over backwards. Fuck off. Get fucking out of here. Genuinely, if this wasn't YouTube, I'd say worse. Like, it's so manipulative and up yourself to think that you deserve to dictate who the creator does and doesn't interact with, and because of your fucking delusions, you've like got into your own head that you know best. Bro, you haven't left your room in 3 years. You jerk off to anime girls on the internet and you don't talk to any real people, and you've got it in your head that you're in a legit relationship with an anime girl to the point where you get to dictate who she interacts with and then send demeaning, condescending messages when she interacts with someone you disagree with. Genuinely, you are the last person to dictate social interactions. Actually, go touch grass. This is apparently a trigger point for me. I didn't know I was just angry about this. Wow, we're finding things out about me. Who's got shit for clapping crony? Lol. Bro, the crony shit is literally my exact example of this. Wonder why. Shut up, Fluffy. Go fuck yourself. Oh, wait, do I still have that? Hey, do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see something? Man, I remember reading a Marshmallow a while back. It was really funny. It was really funny. This is unrelated to the current topic. Do you guys want to see it? Hey, on a scale to whom this may concern. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I've been on so many tangents and I'm not covering the story. I'm so scatterbrained right now, and I'm very passionate about the words I'm saying. All right, I'm gonna give her. We're gonna have a countdown. I'm gonna have a 15-second countdown. To the person this concerns, you have.
Hey, I notice you interacting with Lopi, who is a girl. Just so you know, we real fans don't
Shut
do this.
up.
Just to FYI.
Shut up. I will kill you in real life. The YouTube, that is a threat. You can demonetize me. Anonymous, thank you for the $3. The tip. Hey, that's about 100 Nico subs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. That was true. Lopi, you got 10 seconds to DM me if you don't want me to leak this legit. And if you don't DM me in that time, I'm gonna show chat, and it's gonna be really funny. It's this one. You got 10 seconds. Sorry for being first. It's okay, bro. I'm okay. No, absolutely not. Oh, I really want it. Oh, I really want it. Oh, I really want it. Oh, no, I can feel my intrusive thoughts. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, she just told me to kill myself, so I'm showing it regardless. She genuinely just DM'd me to kill myself. Actually, no, she didn't, obviously, because I would never talk to her, because then her fan base would rip my balls off. Hey, you guys, this is public, by the way. I'm not leaking anything. You can just go on Marshmallow and look at this shit. Bro, are you good? Hang on, wait, no. You guys want a dramatic reading? Hey, I'm sorry, but you're too cute and I must kiss you. Pucker up and don't burn my lips, please. Wait, how does Enya speak? She's hi. Wait, no, I can't go. You'll definitely get burned if you try and kiss me. If you're gentle and nice about it, maybe I can make it hurt less, though. Genuinely, I saw this. I don't know if we were in VC or in DMs. I saw this and I sent it to her and I was like, bro, are you good? Holy shit, I'm sweating. It's fucking hot in here. I think she's actually approaching my house. I'm about to get burned. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna I'm gonna let you guys know the moment this stream ends, my balls are getting crushed. Oh fuck. Fuck. Well, the best thing about Lope death is the shippers are dead, which is great. I don't have to deal with that anymore. I don't have to, thankfully I don't have to deal with the Enya ones. I'm not a pyrophile. I'm not into children. I'm sorry. Apparently Enya's fans are though. Certified lover boy, certified pyrophile. Wah, 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 wah. I'ma fuck him up. Trying to strike a chord and it's probably a fire. Oh, fuck. I really... Do you reckon I could make an Enya Ignis They Not Like Us cover with AI? That would go hard. That would go fucking hard. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into it. Sorry. Off topic. Where were we? I'm so sorry, Rosa. This wildly veered off course. I'm fucking sweating. It's too hot in here. I'm gonna die after stream. I'm gonna get a pipe bomb through my letterbox. Where are we? Okay, yeah. Artists and freelancers are a big part of the VTuber community. I'm so sorry to VODgang as well. VODgang, your timestamp was wildly inaccurate. I don't know where to even timestamp now. I'm so sorry. Clips and setting in your Discord. Thank you. Chat, for once, clip that. I'm not gonna pull an Enya where she's like, can't. Chat, don't clip that. Chat, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I said that thing. Oh my god, chat, don't clip it. Chat, no. Chat. Man, it'd be so crazy if you clipped that. That's wild. I'm not that cringe. You know. I'm really pushing my fucking luck here, boys. I'm not even dying. I'm not even lying. I'm legit pushing my luck here. This bitch is going to VXpo. I'm probably gonna see her in like 3 weeks. I might die. Anyway, legit moving on. Simply ask that Edo is responsible for paying him an artist, talents, and staff to please do the job and community. I'd like to point out we are... How far are we? We're an hour and a half into the stream. I've covered half of a story. This is the most tangent stream. I can't believe this stream is the first one Duologs is tuned into, and it's probably my worst stream of all time. Yeah, no, I've moved beyond joke scare. I'm now in very much legit scare of like, look, she's like 5 foot nothing. She's like 4'11". I'm not that scared of her, but like there's a little part of me that's like, the small ones are always a bit crazy. They're always a little bit loco. YouTube recommended this stream too. Yeah, no, I'm very sorry. This was it's cause Connor's in the thumbnail. Oh, I mean, this would be a good just chatting stream. As a news stream though, this is genuinely probably the worst stream I've ever done. I've covered no news. I've given no insight. I've given you one half of a Google Doc and a tweet. You guys should all go sub to the Duologs. Even if you don't like Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't give a fuck. Go do it. I said so. I'm the VTuber. You must do as I command. they did edit. The payments were originally promised by monthly, 1, 10th, and 30th, not within a month, and then managed to reach out to me as soon as it's possible up. I've just not been paid for my work, which is like, I don't know, man. It's weird that a post has to go viral and get a lot of traction before they pay you. Like, they should have just paid you up front, and the fact that they paid you immediately means they had the money and just weren't paying you, which is weird. So I think this the replies here are just basically restating what they said, and Idol did respond here, and a bunch of other freelancers came out. Where are we? Oh god, I've got so much to talk about. Oh, this might be the longest news stream. Why am I doing the longest news stream the day I get demonetized? I don't know what my... Sometimes I forget to just pay the mace up after one reminder. Yeah, you shouldn't need more than one reminder, bro. And especially as an agency, like a professional company, like, come on, bro. But yeah, there was more people coming forward with like their stories. More, I put it in the short, and then Idol responded. One of them, I swear I bookmarked it. Basically said they hadn't been paid in 5 months. Like, it was a 5-month delay on payment, which is crazy. Have you avoid distractions next time, idiot? Hey, yeah, actually, we probably should avoid distractions. Lopi, can you leave? You already died. Yeah, you could. Yushiko. Yeah, that was Yushiko. I swear I bookmarked your tweet. I put it in the short. And I swear you were in the replies of the original tweet here. Or I know you quote tweeted it, but if I look at the quote tweets, I'm probably just going to see a bunch of people dunking on Idol. There it is. I did bookmark it. I knew I did. I just scrolled past it because I'm blind. Hate getting involved with drama. Feels important to talk about. Similar issues with working for Idol as a mixer, from the brutal less than 24-hour deadlines, got there, to payments nearly 5 months late is ridiculous. 5 months late is unforgivable. I certainly wouldn't know anyone else that was similar lateness. That'd be crazy. 5 months is wild. 5 months is crazy. So then Idol posted, that's my TikTok again. Idol replied, I swear I opened this on my second tab, but it didn't because I'm really bad at this job. I'm kind of, why do you guys let me do this for a living? I'm kind of shit at it. We apologize for the poor experience and the stress it has caused. We are committed to improving and we'll address this in an upcoming announcement. In the meantime, if anyone has any unpaid invoice, please contact payments Idol company.com. We'll handle ASAP, right? And then Rin, because Rin is Rin and Rin is based and we love Rin in this household. You got a funny accent. Thank you. I'm glad that my one redeeming feature is my voice. If you've done any paid work for Idol Corp in the past and you have unresolved issues regarding payment, please message me, Twitter, Discord, or contact my manager, Lani, and we'll do what we can to get stuff sorted for you. This is the community post. The Twitter thing was basically just this, but this top section. Given to attention, I several people who have done creative work for the company haven't been paid in a timely manner. Whilst I'm not at leisure to give you the details, I can confirm that it's a real issue going on, so it is actually an issue behind the scenes. It's not like one person fucking up. Whilst I'm not as someone who's been benefited hugely from that work, all of shorts, cover songs, original songs, overlays, etc. I think it's only fair people should also be able to benefit. Please be aware that most of the staff in Idol, including literally all talents, don't have any control over where our money goes. Most of them have no hand in how this turned out. Shout out to Lani, especially. She's doing a lot of really important work for our sakes right now. Also shout out to Mina, mostly because she helped me make a bunch of Shakespeare. Fucking Rin. Yeah, sorry, I went on like an hour-long winding tangent that came around to dunking on Lopi, so apologies, VOD gang. Please be aware. We'll admit it's a tad daunting speaking openly about this stuff, but I think even if I get in trouble, it'll have been worth it. With that in mind, do not bring this up to other talents, which is just the constant advice you should always give and you should always follow is that you don't bring shit to other talents, especially on stream. Don't be one of those cringe people that like super chats and is like, hey, did you hear about the fuck off? Like, this cringe ruins the mood, puts IP talents in a weird spot. Don't do it. Don't be overly rude to upper management either. What am I, fucking from London? Eva. Don't be overly rude to upper management either. It won't solve anyone's issues any faster. This is not me trying to do a Rin impression, by the way. That's just how people from London sound in my brain. Thanks for your time. Support creative people. Never be afraid to speak out about your problems. Remember to double check your bank statement from time to time and go check out Lala's birthday stream tonight. She's earned it. So, reading Rin Penrose makes you British. True. It is infectious. There is no cure. So, that's the Rin tweet. And so this is the situation. And it's led to a few people talking about Idol in a somewhat negative manner, which is a pretty big shift from how they were talking about even like 6 months ago, where Idol was like the golden child. And honestly, here, I've heard some horror stories as well. And I'd like, if anybody in chat has had this experience, to tell me that merch just doesn't apparently get delivered. Like a lot of, I mean, I think Rin joked about it on stream in one of her like announcement stream things where she had the microphone where she talked about merch just not getting there. Like merch just not being delivered, especially like specifically like pre-Brave merch before they had the mashup with Brave. Yeah, apparently Idol merch just doesn't exist. I ordered Gen 1 merch over a year ago and I still don't have it. Yeah, apparently they just don't deliver merch. Which, hey, might be a reason why you're out of fucking money. Look, I'm not an economenom, but economenon would be like a banker's wizard book. Where does a banker get his spells? The economenon. I think I'm funny. Yeah, I'm not an economon, Digimon, or a Pokemon, but I do think that maybe having merch that sells and actually gets shipped would be a good part of making money. I don't know. I went to uni for physics, not for business. So I feel the need to escape the stream at all costs. I'm sorry. So between the merch, between this and apparently them not paying things, and obviously also, bro, I've got in DMs from people being like, you take as long as Duncan Lopez to jump off to sleep. That is fine. If anyone needs to take a break or leave, feel free. I know the stream has wound for a while. I don't like people are crapping on instead of Fallout tweet that every company has problems. I'm glad I don't have it to work them out now instead of waiting. True. However, if you are not paying talents is a very real issue, and not shipping merch out to people that have paid for merch is also a very, very big issue. People, the Brave merch is fine, but that's because Brave is really good at merch. That's like one of their best things. I think it's fine to call them out for shit, especially like this. This is really bad and they should be doing better. They should be doing much better, especially because if you've been paying attention, I've gotten DMs from people being like, hey, do you have any idea how shit is going on at Idol? Because a bunch of talents have said some really ominous shit on stream. I've literally gotten multiple DMs from people being like, hey, can you check on someone? Because they sound rough. So like, genuinely there are vibes going out of like, hey, behind the scenes shit might not be going down well. And part of being an agency fan is sort of trying to key into when shit like this. What have they said on stream? I could literally pull up a DM I got like that from one stream that was like, someone DM'd me. But basically it's a lot of like the incidents. Well, Rin was basically kind of memeing on Idol in one of her streams where she was talking about the merch. A lot of people have put out vague things of like a lot of meetings, a lot of stress. We're under a lot of stress to put things out, you know. I mean, I have this here. I'm not gonna read it out because I don't want to leak shit like this. But yeah, just bad vibes. Basically, things like there's a lot of meetings. It's very stressful. Trying really hard to be okay. Not sure if the meetings are gonna be like, the meetings aren't good. They're not fun meetings. A lot of talents have alluded to the fact that there's a lot of meetings and they're not very pleasant. So they obviously can't come out and say outright like, hey, shit's rough. But honestly, I think they're being as upfront with it as they physically can be. And if this is what they're doing, like, if this is what they're doing behind the contract, like if this is what they're talking and saying with the contract on them, I imagine shit must be kind of rough, because they're literally pushing the limits of what they're allowed to say. And it's gotten to the point where even casual observers have picked up on like, oh shit, things might not be doing okay, which means they're literally trying to broadcast it as much as possible whilst not getting sued by a company with no money So yeah, there's definitely bad shit at Idle. Not bad shit. Shit's definitely going on behind the scenes. They're definitely not being managed very well, and I think we're definitely going to see some sort of fucking shift in the future of like something's got to change. Because a lot of the talents at least seem unhappy with the way things are going. And when talents are unhappy, especially when like, you know, they are the heart and soul of the agency, eventually they're just going to like dip or make it public and then your fucking agency crumbles. So Rin has said that she essentially said as much as she could without lawyers and some kind of repercussions. I mean, Rin literally says in this tweet of tad daunting speaking openly about this stuff, but I think even if I get in trouble, it'll have been worth it. Shout out to Lani for having me back on this one. So she's literally saying as much as she can with it actually getting slapped with a like contract. So I realized I haven't zoomed in. I haven't zoomed in because then it zooms in my YouTube stream control panel and it's annoying, but I think genuinely that shit must be rough behind the scenes with all these different little indicators of mismanagement. Yeah, there's probably some wild stuff going on, but again, it's not the talent's fault. It's not even like the manager's fault. I imagine it's probably a top end issue. Like there's probably a top end miscommunication or mismanagement going on up there. So I've got the hiccups. Should we move on from this topic? I feel like we've been on this topic for about 15 years. I had other shit I wanted to talk about. It's literally been almost 2 hours on one topic because I got so sidetracked. We could talk about the other drama. There's a lot more lower stakes and a lot more... Look, okay, sometimes I just get heated, and when I get heated, I try really hard sometimes to not go on tangents, right? I think I do pretty well. Like, being able to talk for like an hour and a half and not super deviate too hard. But sometimes, man, I just, you know, something hits me and I'm passionate about it and I want to talk about it. Especially if it's like a video idea, because then the entire video script is already in my head and I just need to vomit it at you guys. If anybody ever wanted to like rip my content and like do it instead, just tune into a stream, listen to a tangent. There you go. There's one of my video ideas. Isn't this what stream is over for? I am always very conscious that like a lot of people are probably just here for the news and are a little bit frustrated when I'm like, aha, tangent for 20 minutes, especially VOD Gang. Although VOD Gang can probably skip ahead. That's why the timestamps are here. So, where are we? Oh yeah, so this was like the minor drama, which is kind of funny. It's not really funny. It was a bit serious, but it was also so. I'm just gonna timestamp this as like indie drama. I didn't put it in the thumbnail or the short because like indie drama is too hard to put in shorts because like people get the wrong idea and they've spread misinformation and it's really hard to title it and put it in a thumbnail without being clickbaity. So I just don't do it typically. But this is just a quick little side. You're gonna head to bed now or something with thoughts on the situation? Okay, cool. Yeah, timestamps are done. There's gonna be that or the Riku stuff. Yeah, no, the Mother stuff. So, Mother V3, pretty big VTuber. I've seen her on my shorts page a fair bit. She's like the AI robot voice kind of girl. And so this started with a guy called Lumiere, who, oh fuck, I had the. Hey, let me see if I can find the original. I want to try. I think he's privated his account, so I can't see the original tweets. There are screenshots available of them if I can find them. Let's see. Here and here and here and here. Here. Okay, let me see if I can find. But basically, he made kind of a call out post of. Oh wait, hang on, here we go. Reddit. So there's this guy, Lumiere. His account is private now. Yeah, so he basically tweeted out, I don't support bigger VTubers, 500 average, because they won't acknowledge your ass until you get to that point. Categorically, unfucking true. I know a lot of friends that are that big. In fact, I have a disproportionate amount of friends that are that big. None of them have ever fucking... Bro, like, I've had interactions with vshojo members. I've collabed with creators that average in the thousands. Like, generally VTubers don't give too much of a shit as long as you don't come across that you're clout chasing. As long as you don't go up to them and like, oh my god, you're so big, let me collab with you, even though I have never spoken to you, don't know any of your friends, and I just appeared in your community and I immediately asked for a collab. And that's definitely, you know, that's definitely, you know, nice intentions. But generally VTubers don't give a shit. Like, the only time viewership comes into your brain is on your end. I'm even fine with clout chase as long as they're upfront about it. Hey, yeah, if you want to collab with a bigger creator and you're like, yo, I think our content would work out together. I think I'm funny. Like, I respect the hustle. Don't fucking bullshit me about it, though. I get that a lot, where people come into my streams and are like, oh my god, sorry. They'll come in and then they'll be here for 30 seconds and they'll be like, oh man, sorry, I have to go stream now. And it's like, okay, I get it. Yeah, right, you stream. Cool. But I generally, like, the only time viewership plays into is a lot of people, I think, get very in their own head of like, I have lower viewers, therefore people are judging me, and they get defensive about it and they feel like people are judging them. I've gotten that before, like, where I've maybe not reached out for a collab or two because I'm like, oh, I'm not big enough, and I don't want to. More so it's because I don't want to seem like I'm clout chasing as opposed to actually like being insecure. But in general, on the other end, I've never met someone who was like outright like, oh, I don't fucking care about you. You also have to understand that from like someone like Iron Wish's perspective, she probably gets like 1,000 fucking collab requests a day. Somebody literally paid like tens of thousands of dollars for one gaming session with Connor and Iron Wish, right? It's pretty absurd. So like at a certain level, you have to filter out like your collab requests and whatnot. Based on whether you know them, based on whether they're in the community, based on like how, I guess, relevant they are. And that's not like a only numbers thing. It's just because you have to do it. Otherwise, like, fucking, you're going to respond to every single, like, collab request. All my friends with him because he's a tier list guy. Oh, yeah, God, yeah. But I don't make tier lists anymore. I make grid memes on Twitter that people disagree with. That Elia and Umi shouted at me for. And Bree said hello, and then I said hi. Bree's... I just thought this. Bree is like a real life reaction image. You ever notice that? I feel like I could put her in my pocket and then like anytime anything happens, I could just like whip her out and she'd have like a reaction and I could put her back in. It's kind of how she lives, don't you think? Like, if something happens and Bree's like, what? Yeah? No way. But yeah, so this guy said 99.9% of streamers never see that. Oh, that's true. I know I ain't big by any means, but I mess with everyone regardless of viewership or follower count, unless they're at 500. Bro, saying I don't support bigger VTubers and then saying I mess with everyone regardless of viewership or follower count, but why though? Because you guys are the ones that gave me support to get to level. So first of all, this is just self-glazing, right? This is just going on Twitter and be like, guys, look how good I am. Guys. Yeah, those guys, big streamer, bad. Me streamer, good. This streamer bad. I'll catch you later, Rosa. Thank you for the dropping by and thank you for your insight into the story. Oh fuck, wait, did I miss? I don't think I missed. No. It was like, yeah, okay. No, I think we're fine. I thought I missed something, but I didn't. So, mess with this really triggering. Yeah, no. So he posted this, and then this, I think this was Mother V3. Hi there, I'm one of the bigger cats that have banned this person. Oh wait, no, I think this was a reply to the post. That post started it, and then he tweeted, I feel that, I think it was a reply to someone else's reply. I raided one of these bigger cats with 160 people and gifted them 10 subs, which by the way is strange. A little bit, it's not a big deal, but like, at first I said, I love you, your content is amazing. Shortly after I was banned from the channel. That was a wake up call for me to only mess with folks who deserve it. Keep that channel, baby, you're amazing. Never let anyone push you to think otherwise. Hi there, I'm one of the bigger cats that have banned this person from my stream. This is Mother. I may speak from experience. I banned them for a good reason. I've said before, I say it again, I support those who I want to support, big and small. Most of us support who I choose, and I love it that way. Many people from within the community can attest to that, some being regular recipients. I don't care who you are, this goes for anybody. I don't care if you've raided me, I don't care if you supported me. If you break my rules, I've set my stream, you don't respect my community, you are above nobody else in my stream, you most certainly don't deserve my support, and that's my opinion. Someone asked what made them ban them. Someone said if they want to tell you, they can tell you. I only said what was needed to be said if evidently they banned on my channel. Right? So she was one of the people that raided them, and then she banned him for some reason, and then he tweeted about that. Someone apparently replied, so fucking base, and they said, you know what, someone not base bro, unfollow me because I tweet I made, and then only commenting on it because Vienna did. Fuckery. This bro is so fucking desperate. Anyone that follower tracks is fucking desperate, bro. If you're out here looking at your Twitter followers and tracking when people follow and follow you, bro, touch grass. Seriously. This dude comes across as the most insecure fucking person I've ever seen. Or one of them. I mean, I've been in the VTuber community long enough. I've seen a few. But like, he's like the personification of why I don't, like, why a lot of, like, quote unquote smaller streamers can be really annoying. And I'm not saying that as like number shaming. I get shit numbers on Twitch. Like, nobody fucking watches my Twitch streams. So this isn't like I'm big streamer, you small streamer, stay in your lane. It's more, oh yeah, this was a reply to Vienna. It's more, a lot of small streamers have this really fucking big chip on their shoulder where they feel like everybody's out to get them and that they deserve attention and that they're not getting it because of some weird extraterrestrial force that is like forcing them to be irrelevant. Like, you see a lot with male VTubers where they're like, I'm not getting attention because I'm not an anime girl, because I'm not a woman and only women succeed, and that kind of shit. Or, oh, because I don't sell out, or because I don't do lewd content, or because any of that shit. You get a lot with those where they are just so focused on external factors and so obsessed with being big and obsessed with their inability to be big that they just become petty and spiteful. So from a larger account, it's not becomes the basis outreach schemes, their focus on numbers. Yeah, they're one of those VTubers that is just so hyper focused on pure numbers that they have lost sight of like any sort of social norms. So then I think, if I remember, I know Mooney replied, and then Mooney replied with tweets. Where the fuck is Mooney? Am I gonna have to look at Mooney's account itself? I think this was the next tweet. I don't care about personality, I care about breaking TOS. Again, you can't read any of his fucking tweets because he deleted his account. Or he privated them. I wasn't, and accusing people of crimes because he accused her of doxing, which she didn't do. There's no evidence she did. Also changed subject. I was responding to your claim that he's hated from speaking the truth, which is categorically false. I did read your tweet and make sure to read everything before I post something so backwards. If you think that 90% of big streamers don't care until you reach a point with nothing to back it up with besides some half-assed anecdote, you're just another person who authorizes people based on analytics, which is exactly what you're supposedly not a fan of. Bro, mother is fucking smart. Bro, she worded this so fucking well. What the fuck? Until recently, I was on track to becoming like Sky, but now I'm trying to turn myself around to see how far gone is coming. You can change yourself, guys. Oh my god, that's so base. We love self-improvement here. So you feel that way, and that others made you feel that way, but that's not a big streamer issue, it's a personal issue that they have. I might look up Mooney's Twitter. Just because this was only from 5 hours ago, so it's probably pretty recent. I can probably find it. I just know Mooney replied with like screenshots of like other tweets, and also replied, her replies were just based in and of themselves. Where? Where's the Mooney? Where's the meow moonified? Oh god, I can't find. No, I can find her. She just tweets a lot. I don't know his mother. Mother's great. Mother's based. Actually, I saw her shorts a lot and I saw her streams a lot. I actually wasn't following her on Twitter until like this morning. That's just because VTubers, man, like you don't always follow them on Twitter. My first reaction when I see somebody on YouTube is not to then go follow their Twitter. I'm sorry. Where the Mooney? I love you. Stop tweeting. I'm joking. Either be a shit poster or a load poster. It's hilarious. But yeah, so I mean, a lot of people replied to this. A lot of people were up and I mean, nobody was really supporting this guy that I saw. I mean, I said I mean a lot, like 4 times in the last like minute. But nobody was really on his side. A lot of people dunked on him. Maybe we need to delete the tweets. I don't see them. Either that or they were longer ago than I thought. But either way, there's a lot of this. They accused him of doxing. They showed some DMs to try and implicate her for being bad. And then she said, if you're going to show DMs, at least show it all, dear. Yes, it was private until you decided to air out dirty laundry in public. Read the message of yourself. I have nothing to hide. I've made it crystal clear that you were perfectly pleasant in my stream while you were there. So there were no misinterpretations of why you were banned. Why do you want to say I doxed you? I gave you a chance. Let's go. I let things go for months to give you the opportunity to save face. Not anymore. You're mistaken. You're the pathetic one. You're the subtweeted me. You're the one that bot raided me. You're the reasons I still deal with them to this day. So apparently this guy was botting, using bots to artificially inflate his viewer and follower count, and then raiding into people with a higher bot view count, which makes it look like a big raid. But if most of those raids are bots, Twitch will alert you and be like, hey, you've got a lot of bots in your stream, you may want to follow our guidelines and get rid of them. And so that's why she banned him. Seeing it's been a few months already, everything that needs much to talk about. One of your streamers this content and truly enjoyed. Larger followers, never any intentions of trying to get clout for you, gaining your attention in a romantic way, even trying to collaborate with you. I create my own lane and couldn't fathom piggybacking off someone else in order to gain no. That's just a fucking lie. Raiding is a good way to make connections. Raiding, especially like if you can raid into someone and like that's a good. I mean, a lot of my first encounters with a lot of my friends has just been raiding into them, right? And you raid into them, they raid into you. Then you've got like a starting point. They might raid into you later. You go back and forth. You start talking. It's a good way to share connections. And again, it leads back into that thing I was talking about like a billion years ago about like having multiple creators feed into each other. It's good. The Mooney tweets are deleted. Okay, that would explain it. However, there are a lot of people that treat raids like pure self-advertisement. That was a weird way to pronounce that. Advertisement. Advertisement? I don't know. Self-ads. Where basically they treat it as like a pay attention to me, look at me, I'm now the stream, you gotta shout me out, you gotta. And I mean, I do shout out people that raid into me just because it's polite, but like there's a lot of people that very much make it like a me thing, as especially with bigger streamers. However, if you're view botting, then you're basically passing on a liability onto the other person, because now they've got a viewer based audience, a bot audience, right? So that's generally not okay. All my supports are 100% genuine, done with zero intentions of gaining anything in return. It's caps, just how I operate. This bro cannot stop glazing himself, bro. He cannot stop. He's one of the most insufferable people I've seen on Twitter, and he just keeps he's acting like he's a messiah. I've never seen anyone like up their own ass this much. Also, Bree is DMing me while I'm live on stream. Can some chat shout at Bree for me? Because I don't have streamer mode anymore, I can see when people DM me. It's kind of funny. Bot as in BOT, but bot as well. Like you buy bots and then you can amp up your viewership. You and your mother did that to yourself fit and remove from your community without even warning. Fair enough, nothing else needs to be discussed. It's your decision, I respect it. That's all I got. Blah, blah, blah. True, nothing does need to be said. I just want to make something clear for you. You're a very nice person. I appreciate your support, and yes, I agree. Everything I did was how I saw fit. Absolutely, I continue to do so. As per Twitch's own guidelines given to myself and my team, I was directed to remove you from my own community. I'd like to leave it at that. Best of luck, and I hope the best of your community. Additionally, just make things crystal clear so there's no misinterpretations. I'm aware that you didn't have any intentions to get clout from my community anyway. Again, your ban was for a completely different reason, and a reason which I'm sure you're aware of, and I don't need any explanation for, considering I've told you that I was directed to do so by Twitch guidelines themselves. Bree just went live, and she's fucking DMing me while we can raid into Bree later and tell her to fuck herself. What is Bree doing? Isn't she playing like... She's playing Elden Ring. Oh, big fucking surprise. Bree's playing Elden Ring. No. Bree at Cookie Box is playing Elden Ring. She's playing a Souls-like. Bree? She's playing a... Bree at... No. You're telling me that the Bree, renowned hater of Souls-like games, is playing. I'm glad to see she switched up her I still haven't finished, but I haven't streamed it in like 2 weeks. I have the final boss to beat, and I have... Shut up, Floppy. You're dead. You can't have a wife. Well, you couldn't have one when you were alive either, because women hate you. But when you're dead, that too. God forbid I message him when he asked me a question. God forbid she messaged me at all. I don't want to talk to her. She's cringe and she smells bad. Not sure what you're hinting at, but again, best of luck to you. I was let by Twitch themselves. They're setting an anomaly for your raid. What you do with that information is up to you. I have to contact Twitch about it, as I don't feel comfortable introducing that into my own community. Once again, it says nothing to do with it. Basically, you bot raided me, so I banned you. And then there's a bunch of people in the comments replying, being happy with her. And honestly, this was just funny. I just thought this was hilarious. Mother's cool. This guy is the peak example of an indie VTuber that's small and is kind of up themselves and refuses to accept it, and maybe they're the problem. I was going to look at his Twitch tracker. Yo, Yujiro, thank you for the membership. Thank you for 10 months. Since when was I this base? I've always been this base. I've always hated women. There's definitely something fucky going on with his Twitch, by the way. I looked it up before stream. Like, I can't tell. It's hard with VTubers because they do have massive peaks when they debut and shit. But there's something weird. Like, so if you go to his Twitch tracker, he averages about 156 viewers. But if you go to his stream specifically, like he started, if you go to streams, you go to average viewers, right? He started with 29 viewers, which is weird, but he might have pulled them from another platform, whatever, right? 30 viewers, 42 viewers, 0 followers, 31 viewers, 0 followers, 43 viewers, 4 followers, 43 viewers, 2 followers. This is all pretty average from my experience. It's about what you expect. It's what I get on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. Don't follow me on Twitch. I never stream there. But when I do, you'll know about it. 99 viewers, 1.4 thousand followers gained. Now, maybe this is just a Twitch tracker glitch. Those happen. I'm not saying it's impossible. This is not definite proof of anything. It's definitely a little weird. But you know, hey, 174 average viewer. He did immediately jump up. Hey, maybe he got raided by a big person. Maybe he debuted. I don't know. No accusations here, buddy. I mean, he's only playing a Path of Exile, but hey, you never know. 200 viewers, 106, 200 viewers, 232, 169, right? And then, so he's going from 100 average, 64, 84, 165, 23, 24, 100, 84, 77, 27, 55, 13, 6, 5, 9, 12, 14, 6, 6, 8. Now, this isn't me view shaming. This is like the viewership I get on Twitch. So I'm not sitting here being like, oh, small. Bro, I'm about this level on Twitch. I get about this many views. This is not a shaming thing. If you're at this level of this many views, you're actually better than like the majority of streamers. If you're getting like a consistent average of like 4 or 5 viewers, you're doing pretty well, actually. Like, I'm not even fucking glazing you right now. I don't know why that's in my vocabulary today, but I'm not. You're genuinely doing better than a lot of streamers ever will. So like, if you're sitting at this view count number, fucking be proud of that. You've made like a small little group of people that want to watch you. That's huge. However, it is weird that he's went from 200 to 8. And then he went back up to 126. And then he went back up to 290 and 200 and 242. Like, you know, now there is such a thing as growth. You can grow. His growth does seem to be a bit weird though. Like he left on 12, 18, 17, 18, and he's 70. But hey, though I've seen weird viewership numbers before. I've seen people who, especially in the VTuber community, I've seen raise. I'm really just not accusing him because I don't want to be like called out. Well, he accused without evidence. Sometimes VTuber numbers can be weird. Social Blade and Twitch tracker aren't great, but genuinely this, like, yeah, bro. And between Mother giving the things of like, hey, you're view botting. The numbers don't look great. The number one way to check if someone's view botting is to go to their stream and look at chat and be like, okay, how many chatters are there and how many viewers are there, and compare the ratio for like actually invested viewers. But I can't be bothered doing that, so somebody else could do that. You know, it does look like there's definitely something fucking weird going on in his account. So yeah. Anyway, I just thought that was a fun little side tangent, a side drama, nothing too deep. Yeah, I don't want to come out and be like, this man is view botting 100%, and then it turns out that, I don't know, he got raided by like a bigger streamer and that carried over, and then he stopped streaming. Or like he was a Path of Exile streamer, so he was getting big views on that, and then he stopped playing it, so his views dropped. But I will say off rip, instinctively, that looks sus to me. Anyway. Chat is about a third of the viewer count. Yeah, that's about a fair number. I probably, yeah, about 20 or so like chatters that come in semi frequently for me. So yeah, it's about right. Let's see. We're gonna do a speed round actually. We're gonna do some speed news where I just rattle through some things. I'm not gonna bring that up on screen. I'm just gonna rattle through some things for you to be aware of. So that this stream isn't 4 hours long, because it's already 2 hours long, which is longer than most of my streams, and I've done a grand total of 2 topics. Bro, we love lurkers in this chat. Lurkers, we adore lurkers in this chat. Lurkers are the backbone of any fucking community. Oh fuck, I did the fucking semicolon instead of a whatever that, I don't know what that symbol is. I had a rant in my head about chat number to viewer number, but I can't remember what it was. I genuinely can't remember what it was. No idea. Anyway. The only streamer I don't look on. Hey, I'm proud to take that. I'll take that. Thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. It's like up there with being said you're a main monitor streamer. That is the biggest compliment. Bro, I hope I'm not a main monitor. Actually, no, that's weird. I'm not doing main monitor content. I don't have any like visually stimulating shit on the screen. I hope I'm a second monitor content. I hope you're just listening to my incredible voice. My narration is impeachable. No, impeachable is like Trump. Impeccable. That's the one. I'm not impeachable. I've done nothing wrong. Your Honor? You're on my third monitor right now. Hey, can you take me off your third? I'd like to be on none of your monitors, Loppy. I don't want to catch cringe. I'm also surprised you can afford a third monitor, given your current... Never mind. You're a main monitor for me, Bro, I'm main monitor over Fauna. Get me off of there. Put Fauna on the main monitor right now. Have you seen her? Never pick me over Fauna. Bree, yeah, fuck her. I hope I'm over Bree. She's cringe. But Fauna? Absolutely not. You put Fauna on the main monitor right now. I'm fucking watching you, sapling. I will tell her. She won't hear me because, like, fuck, it's Fauna. But like, I'll make an effort. You don't have to cook her like that, bro. She's dead. You're cooking a corpse. She's not yummy either. She has no meat on her bones. You're cooking a skeleton. You're cooking Sans Undertale. Anyway, quick news. Doki Bird's meet and greet sold out in 2 minutes because she's insane and her fan base is insane. Irie started her 48-hour donathon for summer. Eofi had her 3D live and merch. Holostars, Just going on a 2-week break. Advent dropped a new MV for Parade, which is good, and you should listen to it. Vox dropped an original song. Ike had his 3D. I feel like I'm just doing the short now. Iron Mouse is going to be a feature streamer at TwitchCon. I don't know why I have that down. Zen hit 500,000 followers on Twitter. Yeah, Common Dragoon W, honestly. I've debated as membership content just releasing the notepad I have every week, where I just post the notepad so you guys can get like a summary for like visual. I feel like as membership content that wouldn't be bad. It'd be quick. I'd literally just have to copy paste it. It'd take like 2 seconds. Idols, Lala had her birthday. I think she's also getting birthday merch, which, I mean, it might get there. I mean, it will get there because it's under Brave and they actually deliver merch. There was the Kohaku crab game with a bunch of people. Enya was in it. Guys, we love Enya here, right? Right? We love Enya. Oh my god, she's so adorable. I can feel her cringing. I can feel her having pain. Guys, you want to see my Enya body pillow? Actually, no, that might get me put on a list. That might get me put on a list. That is a child. I don't have one of those. I'm kind of glad I don't have a throne. Someone would buy me an Enya body pillow. I'd also probably have like 5 Lopi body pillows by now. So like, I do live by myself now, so I can get those without having to explain to my mum what an anime girl is. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. Yo, usual, thank you for the super chat. Bro, that shit was funny. That kickstarted a whole trend of like, yeah, just fucking tell your mods to stage a coup in your chat. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, FaZe is doing a showdown, an idol showdown tournament. I don't know if I did. FaZe showdown, July 28th. They're gonna do I think it's a hololive showdown, idol showdown, the hololive fighting game. They're gonna do a tournament for it, which is pretty cool. Enya's a girl? No. Fuck, bro, no. You heard her? She's a window wiper. Yeah, no, the wee woos Enya makes is actually the sound of the police approaching your location for watching her. If you do watch Enya, you are on a list. I'm sorry. The police are coming to your location. I can probably take off Dark Reader now. I'm not looking at Google Docs. Not again. So yeah, FaZe Idol Showdown. I'm getting rid of that TikTok page. Holy shit. I did the Idol. Yeah, literally on my notepad, Idol not paid freelancer is the 4 words, and we spent like 2 hours on it. Oh yeah, VExpo announced its opening concert lineup, which I will be at. If you want, you can come up and talk to me. I promise I don't bite. Probably. I might be hungry. I think Enya's birthday's coming up, right? Wait, when did Pitbull release Fireball? Fireball released on July 23rd, so it's tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for me, because it's 12/14. It's in 2 days for... It's in 2 days for people not me. Taking tea versus coffee? I prefer tea. I like the energy boost coffee gives me, but I have to smother it in milk and sugar. I'll be doing research on this Enya fellow off quickly. She's a fan. She's a pyrophile. Moz, can we give Lopi the pyrophile tag in the Discord? Thank you. Replace the Discord kitten role. Give her the new one. I think, okay. Now we just have the actual things to talk about. Which was... Clotho debuted from Mythos. That happened too. Which we thought was going to be 3 talents, and it turned out it was 1. That's the wrong Clotho. That's not Clotho. If we go here. Oh, she's live right now. Good for her. Basically, instead of sisters, she has she got sock puppets, and she had this whole like lore video on debut where she like made her sock puppet sisters. It was kind of cool. It was actually a pretty cool debut. I think she has some internet issues, but for the most part, pretty good. They're the Fates, which is 1 Fate and 2. Look, she hasn't taken her meds. Why do the sock puppets have tits? You know what? I don't want to ask any more questions, but yeah, Clotho. Shut up, Lopi. Go back to being dead. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Holostars. Did I see her clips tag? Clotho snips? Oh my fucking god. No, the NSFW tag being cloth hole is fucking incredible. I'm surprised photography hasn't been taken for art tags, considering fate exists. Yeah, with those sock puppets, you should have joined the Socks VTuber agency, honestly.
Penumbra, fuck you.
You think she borrowed
Yo,
some
user,
of
thank you for the super
Kiara's
chat.
puppets?
I think there's more than 2 sock puppets in the world, but maybe. Potentially. Her mod suggested it without realizing, and then all of chat jumped in it. By the time Cloth figured it out, it'd won the poll. That's fucking incredible. Why am I on my own channel? Yeah, the Holostars Termination. There's not a ton to go over here. Not really. So Gamma. Let's see. Was a Holostars JP member who got terminated the other day. Hololive put out a thingy announcement regarding the termination of contract with the Hizaki Gamma. Oh fuck, I need Dark Grader again. God damn it, Hololive, stop putting everything in white. Okay. Regret to announce that as of July 17th, we've terminated our virtual YouTube master agreement. That is a crazy title with Hizaki Gamma of Holostars. As a result of discussion between Hizaki Gamma and management, we've determined that it has become difficult to continue managing and supporting him, and with agreement from the talent, we've decided termination of the contract with him. Lobby, I hate you. She sent me the same fucking image again. Get a better joke. I know I'm now on the Holostars announcement. Be better, be funnier. I know you're dead, but I'm not. So unless I can no longer reply with skull emoji, and how else am I meant to let you know it's funny? Do not send it to me again. I will crush your balls. Don't send Joe Biden. Where the fuck am I? Fucking hate you. Let me see if that what's that fucking Biden clip where he just says gibberish, but he says it after saying something really funny. Oh fuck, what was it? It was a really funny clip. No, it wasn't Biden Blast. No, but it was like... It was something like... American one word, that was right, that was it. I was going to say it was like he was describing America, or like what we say in America. But no, it was American one word. Have you guys seen the America in one word clip? I think it's that, right? Wait, it's not popping up. Okay, yeah.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was gonna put him
It's fucking hilarious.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was gonna put him
I don't even know what he was trying to say. America can be described in one word. Has a stroke.
Penumbra, fuck you.
I can't believe Joe Biden is graduating.
I can't believe he's Johnny vshojo. Don't laugh, he's old. It's just really funny. That's what he said. Is it like you don't even listen? Sorry. I don't speak senile. Is this what Americans sound like? Is this how you talk to each other? Is this what the Pledge of Allegiance is in schools that I hear so much about? You just stand up in school, put your hand in your hair and go, it's a bit be funny if you just screamed. America is a country that can be described in one word. Ah! That was the most like lowercase scream I think I've ever done. I vibe with it. I fuck with it. It's more of a note than anything. It's kind of I pledge to allegiance to the flag as Bro, American politics is great when you're not watching it from America. When you're in America, it's kind of terrifying. Starts producing gunfire from his... Bro, that would have been the peak time to assassinate a president. America can be described in a single word. All folk don't deserve to be hated on unless they're the president of the United States, in which case you do have a certain amount of, like you have a certain amount of responsibility to be somewhat legible. Anyway, yeah, Holostars, graduation, termination. Sort of discussion between Gamma and management determined it has become difficult to continue managing and supporting him with agreement from talent, decided termination contract with him. All fans and partners would deeply appreciate all the support you've provided through activities that Hizaki Gamma has been engaged in since their debut, March 2022. He's actually been with the company for like 2 and a bit years, which is crazy. Closing his YouTube channel, hope for continued support. Gamma made a tweet, made a statement with the kind of the backing of management, which is here. I'd like to apologize for causing inconvenience and anxiety to all Holostars members, fans, management, and productions. I'd like to inform you that after consulting management, I've received permission to post this document to all Gamma assistants, which I assume that is his fan name. 2.5 years of work here, truly dreamlike time, and the time I spent with all my assistants was happy and irreplaceable. I worked hard every day to achieve the goals I talked about with everyone, putting my heart and soul into the activities that I'd have no regrets. I'm truly sorry we have to part ways like this. You supported me when I was clumsy. I love you all from now on and always will. Thank you very much for supporting Hizaki Gamma. To everyone that's at my activities so far, I'm very sorry I have to part ways so suddenly. I was able to interact with people I've admired since my debut. I will never forget the memories I made with you all. I'm really thankful. So basically, I don't know. They terminated a hololive Stars member of 2 years. A bunch of the Stars members tweeted being sad, and a lot of them have taken breaks. Like I know Nijisanji took like a 2-week break. We don't know why. We don't know why. It feels weird that this is a termination. I'm gonna be honest. Like it feels strange. This feels like a graduation notice of, oh, we're parting ways for differences, but it is a termination, which is strange. That's the only thing. If this was a graduation notice, I wouldn't have batted an eye at it, because like, yeah, maybe they just decided to stop. Maybe they just decided to part ways, go different, you know, do something else with their content. But it's weird that it's a termination. I don't understand. But that's literally all there is. There's no tea, there's no drama, there's no nothing that I can really give you guys. There's no real... Yeah, I think Shinri was always taking a break. I don't think that was related to it, but he did tweet being sad. I think Regis tweeted being sad. I don't know why this was a termination. We have there's no indication. Sorry. At least I didn't read anything that there was any indication that there was bad blood between him and management. I didn't see any clips or anything that implied that. I don't remember him being suspended for anything. So I genuinely don't know. It's kind of out of the blue. He must have done something fucked. I don't know if he fucked a manager, but like he might have done something weird. So I don't know. But I mean, all there is to do is speculate, and I don't want to do that. So there's that. Oh, fuck off. Fucking Loppy.
I can't believe Joe Biden doesn't stream.
Not Joe Biden Loppy. Thank you for the super chat. Punkalo Biden, yeah. Punka Joe Biden, yeah. No. It's not Joe Biden Lopi. It's Punka Jopi Biden, yeah. I like Punka Jopi Biden, yeah. I think that's actually peak. I think that's actually the smartest thing I've ever fucking said. I can't believe Joe Biden just stepped down. Not Punka Biden. Not the Punkalopi Biden ship name. That'd be Punka Joe. Punka Jopi Biden, yeah. Part of me wants to tweet that with no context. The other part of me doesn't want to, because I don't want to... yeah, no. I think Lopi would kill me, so, you know. I ship Punka Joe. I ship it. Fuck. Together they could string together one coherent sentence almost. Although Joe's would probably have bigger words and less typos. You celestial coward is fucking crazy. Punk Obama goes hard. Joe Biden x Punkalope is my OTP. What do we... Okay, chat. Are you a Punkajopi shipper or are you a Biden shipper? I'm actually going to poll it. I haven't done a poll since I did the tier list, but I think this is important. Potatoes are a crucial part of my personality. This one, please do not sell them. I will sell them all the fucking want. Right. Are you a Punkajopi or a Biden fan? Biden is Enya. Completely different person. So we're gonna just pull this really quick. And the winner, I don't know, just I need to make the Crips versus Bloods thing of like the two gang members looking at each other, and one is Punkajopi, one is Biden, Excited to see where that poll goes. Can mods dismiss a poll? I don't think so. If they can, I will demod you. You are dead. You don't really deserve mod. Didn't Biden retire today? Yeah, well, Lopi died as well, so like, you know, everybody's a winner. Okay, what was else? I think the last thing was the charity stream, which was kind of crazy. What time is it? What timestamp? 2:29. I can still, sometimes I can still hear her voice. Is the Punkajopi in the room with us right now? Cdawg Charity. Okay. Anyway, so you probably saw it. It was kind of crazy, but Connor and kind of had another charity auction with a bunch of content creators where they basically auctioned off to the public a bunch of things from like their channel, like, you know, significant, what the fuck is he doing? You know, significant items like plushies or meme items or whatever from their channel for a certain amount, and that money would then go to the IDF, the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is a agency Iron Mouse kind of supports a lot because they kind of deal with her illness, right? So he raised over $500,000. I know there was a little bit of drama. They got rid of the Mike Wazowski figurine from Trash Taste, which is crazy. Where like Pokimane and I think the Dog or like the Connor and Iron Mouse gaming session, which they sent away, like, yeah, so here's all the thingies, right? Gaming session with Ludwig, gaming session with Pokimane, there was a gaming session with hangout game session with Iron Mouse and Connor, where I'm cracking up that vshojo's right under the politics trending tag in your right side. I mean, you know, Joe Biden's running vshojo. It's happening. I was gonna tweet, is it a coincidence Joe Biden graduated the moment... Oh no, don't you fucking start. I'd actually have to die. I was gonna tweet, is it a coincidence Joe Biden graduated the moment vshojo opened auditions? I think not. It's no longer Jover. It is now vshojo. It's funny. So yeah, the auction offered a bunch of stuff. I know there was a little bit of drama of like people racist with racist names sort of bidding the fuck bidding basically fake amounts, like going on and bidding like $500,000, you know, like 300,000 or whatever, and it obviously wasn't real bets, so they, you know, it didn't count towards the thing. I'm gonna tweet while I'm live because I know Lope hates that and she calls me cringe when I do it, and that makes me happy. I'm gonna forget having I'm gonna no longer, I don't care about the, actually, did anyone DM me that meme I asked for at the beginning? I don't think anyone did, which means you all failed me in my one fucking task that I sent you. Wait, somebody asked for a message request. Someone did send me it. Happy Sad. Thank you for the image. I appreciate it. Happy Sad, shout out Happy Sad. I asked for an image at the beginning of the stream. They did it. They did it for me. Thank you. Now I can steal it for Twitter clout. Now I can post it. I've done my regularly mandated tweet for the day. This is a banger fucking image, by the way. Good edit. Come now, there's a dream to fulfill. Anyway. Where was I? What was I doing? Oh yeah, the charity auction. So despite that like little stumble of like people donating fake amounts where they're like just to fucking sabotage a charity event because, you know, fuck it, we can't have nice things anymore. Everything's got to be fucked by some random troll on the internet. It went well. There is 500,000 for charity. It was kind of crazy. A lot of cool shit got sold. A lot of significant shit from a lot of different places. Yeah, fraud bids were removed, discount standings. Yeah, so there was a lot of bids that didn't make any sense, like 500,000, whatever. There's Michael. So yeah, it was cool. Friendly reminder to, if you can, support the IDF. Not that one, the other one. Not the other one. You know the one I mean, this one. Maybe you can get a stabby Roomba. Anyway. I think we're done. Punka Jopi won the poll. Can we get a round of applause for Punka Jopi? Hey, Mr. Donuts, how you going, man? Don't say support the IDF unambiguously. You gotta clarify what you mean. Should we raid into someone? We've been streaming for 2.5 hours, which is longer. I kind of sped run the last bit of the news because, God, I spent way too long in the first bit. It was like an hour and a half of not news. I'm listing the IP address of everyone who voted. Lopi, you don't have enough internet for an IP address right now. You have like 2 carrier pigeons a day of internet speed. You only get the I from IP. Actually, you don't even get that. That stands for internet. And I know you don't follow a protocol. You get the little period in the middle. It's your time of the month. And on that amazing note, we're going to move on to raiding someone. Who do we want to raid? We could raid Brie, but she's cringe. One must imagine Punkalopi happy. Except me. I never imagine Punkalopi happy. Raid Joe Biden. Yeah, no, that works. I could raid Rin. I don't know. Should I raid Rin from a fucking stream talking about how, after I went on like an hour-long rant about how kind of shit Idol is? I don't want Rin to hate me. Rin's pretty cool. And I've also like never really spoke to Rin. It would be funny. I also don't want to get like an idol hitman at my door. Mainly because he couldn't afford a good one, so I'd probably get a really shit guy that like bashes my head in with a fire extinguisher. To it, you coward. Why not? Who else am I gonna DM? I'm not gonna DM her. So why did you reply in chat? I'm gonna leak another one of your fucking marshmallows. Actually, I have so many fucking screenshots I could leak, you know, just for that. I'm gonna find one. And where's my blackmail folder? I'm gonna leak the Wilbur Soup screenshot. Fuck you. Actually, no, the Wilbur Soup one is my nuclear launch code. We'll do that another time. I'm gonna leak the Lope, I'm going to link the Nyaz and Ara tweet. You did this to yourself. I want you to know. You did this to yourself. And actually, by the standards of Enya, that's kind of fucking mid. This is actually less embarrassing than the fucking marshmallow I showed earlier. You answered my question. True. Okay, I'll keep it out. You know what? Fine, fair. I won't embarrass you this time. You answered my question in public and made me look like a little bottom bitch. Just kind of mean, actually. Let's raid Rin. Assuming she has raids enabled. Rin kind of strikes me the type of person to not have raids enabled because she can't be bothered. Oh, wait, no, that's her upcoming stream. Oh no, there she is. She does have them enabled. Be kind to the deadpan. I'm kind of not. Fuck you guys. Anyway, that was a stream. I can't remember what happened. Cdawg showed up. Cdawg is cool. Shout out him. I don't know if he's still here, but it was cool getting to talk to him. I've actually watched his content for a while, so seeing him show up was very fucking cool. Yujiro, thank you for the super chat.
Embracing his inner Scotsman. Yes, release all the deets.
I'm going to keep those for a later date when I need to blackmail her for something. I'm going to send you on to Rin. She's playing Pikmin. Her funny little autism game. And so you should all be nice because she's probably going through it right now. And this is, I'm not even going to tell you what not to do because I know what you fuckers are like. You'll do it regardless. Hi. You stuck around for the entire stream. That's crazy. That is fucking insane. Good for you, man. Appreciate that. We should hang out and play Yu-Gi-Oh sometime because I need someone to tell me how to play any rec that isn't Cyber Dragons because I haven't learned. I'm honestly not even that good at Cyber Dragons. I was kind of lying. I genuinely do just summon Cyber and Dragon. That's literally my entire bit. Anyway, I'm gonna catch you guys later. I will talk to y'all probably next week. Probably. Bye bye. Enjoy Rin. Be nice. All that. Oh, normal raid shit, you know. Don't be an asshole. I will. Okay. Bye guys.